Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the D6 Tabletop League, Game 3. I am, of course, your host, PVM Professor of the D6 Tabletop League. I'm joined by Derek Throto. How you doing, man?
Doing all right.
What a hell of a Game 2.
Yeah, Game 2 was emotional.
Yeah, it was. That was, it looked... I got to tell you, man, that terrain layout is just, it's so brutal for any sort of shooting.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really was.
Yeah, I think the IG player played the best they could with that layout. They took advantage of making those walk lanes really difficult to get through, but there was just some breakpoints that happened, and dice also not helping out there.
Yeah, I love the 1 inch off of the wall screen by the infantry in the very beginning. Really did feel like it made the Black Knights player kind of stay back for just a little while.
Yep.
But once turn 2 came on and the Inceptors came down, cleared out a little bit of those screens, it kind of all just toppled from there.
Yeah, I think the BT made a lot of good choices there. A lot of patience and exercising some very good positioning and some like target priority just to like help out with the movement. Like those Inceptors popping in and popping just enough models to get those BTs to walk through the wall was a pretty critical play, I think, to push them over that side.
You know what I will say is that target priority and good choices is always something you expect of your better players, right? But one thing that all of us should be able to do is patience.
Yes.
Right. And that is he presented way more patience than I ever would have.
There was, essentially letting them walk up 19 points on the first 2 turns, and just waiting it out, knowing that you're going to have that opportunity to score a lot of those points back and completely flip that game over was, I think, a pretty powerful move. I think less seasoned players would have realized or would have felt pressure to get out in the middle of the board and get shot at a lot.
I know I certainly would have.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, hang on. All right, chat. Sorry about that. Had to help a player. Okay. So, all of that bringing us to where we are now. Tim, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All of that to bring us to where we are now. So this is where we started today. We went through all the pods, groups of 4, if you will. Pod 1 had Sean and Tim advance out, Carter, Micah, and then Derek and Jake, and they went into the round robin. Round robin dropped Derek and Jake, and Carter, Micah, and Sean have been playing it out today for you, Game 1, Game 2, bringing us to our Game 3. Carter versus Sean, Grey Knights versus Black Templars. Really interested to see where this one goes.
Yep, I think they've played each other once before, and BTs took out the victory in the round robin, but we have a different list, and we have a different mission, so we're going to see some better decisions being made by both players here.
Really good point to make there. Different list than what we saw previously in our round robin. The Black Templars, Crusaders kind of got kicked in the crotch a little bit, if you would. And so they received a nerf, although to Sean's credit, instead of hopping to a different type of super meta Black Templars all tanks list, he's still putting Crusaders in his list, which is still proving to be very good.
He committed to the boys. Yep.
Yes, he did. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our players. Carter Wagner that we saw in our Game 1, and Sean Bursick. Gonna sound like a Texan. Bursick. That we saw in Game 2. Advancing out, Plantman, Grey Knights, Warlord, Caldor Drago. Of course, Sneed, Black Templars, Chaplain Grimaldus. God damn it, he's not a captain, he's a chaplain.
Kaplan.
I know, Kaplan. Hopping into the list for the Grey Knights, they are, of course, taking Strike Force. We have 3 Brotherhood Librarians. You guys didn't get to see this in Game 1 because we got a little bit... Oh, you know what? No, I take that back. I'm going to redo the intro for Game 1. So you will have seen this for Game 1. So, 3 Brotherhood Librarians, Grandmaster, and Nemesis Dread Knights. Oh boy, I am struggling. Caldor Drago, 3 Terminator squads, a single strike squad, Interceptor squad, 2 Nemesis Dread Knights, and that rounds out the list.
And then for our Black Templars, we have, once again, with Sneed's list here, a Castellan, Chaplain Grimaldus, and Marshal Helbrecht. We have 3 reinforced units of Primaris Crusaders. We have 1 unit of reinforced Inceptors, and then 2 units of 3 Inceptors, a Scout Squad, and a Calidus Assassin.
One of the things that we're doing for for this finals is we are picking a mission pool in the very beginning. So you can see there the mission pool is C, F, and K. That is from the match play missions from the Pariah Nexus companion. Our first veto was blue, which is going to be our Grey Knights, vetoing F, and C was our Black Templars veto there, leaving us with mission K. You want to take this one?
Sure, yeah. So it's going to be Scorched Earth. So at the beginning of each of your shooting phases, you can have a unit that is on an objective that you control, and they can take that action to burn it. If they do, you're going to get 5 victory points for each one in No Man's Land, as well as 10 if it's your opponent's deployment zone 1. Otherwise, basic scoring here, if you control 2 objectives, it's 5 points each. That also includes your home objective. There is Stalwarts, which is battle line units can do actions and still shoot, and if they are engaged, they can also do actions as well. But
Nice.
this is specifically battle line units.
Very nice. And then Search and Destroy is the layout, as you guys will see very soon here. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to the overheads. We're going to deliver some mics to our players. And then kind of a special one here, Tim, CNC guy, one of our players from the first round of today, our GSC player, is also joining us. And so him and Throdo here are going to share a microphone. First time we've ever done it. So
Yeah.
going to be really interesting. All right, you guys, I will be right back. I'm going to deliver some mics and we'll get this. All right, you guys. Now, before we get into this game, I do want to take a quick second to remind you, if you're viewing this on YouTube, to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We love putting this content out for you, and seeing you guys' subscriptions and likes just keeps us motivated to keep doing what we're doing.
I'm just gonna put him
All right.
here just because I think
Let the opponents go to talking.
Putting everyone else away.
Mm-hmm. Strike Marines.
Calidus.
Lady. You literally don't shoot.
The only things I shoot with is shit you don't have to measure for, so.
Yeah. Red Knight.
All right. They're getting into it.
Raiders.
Yep. Hellbrick squad.
Who is dropping first?
I believe it was the Grey Knight player. In this case, it does not matter as much. Grey Knights does not have any infiltrators, and Sneed is definitely not going to infiltrate the Calidus, so it means the scouts can kind of have free reign of where they want to deploy, which if you notice, Sneed has just put 5 on his side objective, walk up, get a secure, get a cleanse.
They're just going to be right here if you
whatever
want
he
to
needs
deploy
to.
anything.
Meanwhile, everything else is most likely going to relatively safely deploy, just to make sure that the Grey Knights don't get a full round of free shooting.
Red Knight. For me?
No, it's normal squad.
Sean Camblama, welcome in. And Blurda says hi, Dad.
And ironically, Sean's dad.
I'll do my best from here.
Squad has like what, 4 fists and then just a bunch of swords.
4 fist.
I know, right? Or like reverse curve.
11 swords. Oh wait, no, more than that. Because there's 8 little men, 11 big men. So 8 plus 11 minus 4. God, math is hard. 7. So 15 swords, a shit guy that sucks, and then
Shit.
4 fists. Or 4 fists.
A shit guy that sucks.
Yep, he'll die first majority of the time. He's got a better save and a terrible weapon.
God, I love shit guys that suck. Well, that sounded weird.
Yeah, Sneed is referring to the Sword Brethren with side the Primaris Crusader units. While a normal Primaris
Microphone.
Crusader has 5 chainsword attacks. Well, a normal Primaris Crusader has 5 chainsword attacks or 3 power fist attacks.
After
The
this.
sergeant of the squad just
no,
has
that's it.
3 power sword
You can
attacks
deploy
at
now.
5-2-1. And most of the time, I think you'd rather have the 2 extra chainsword attacks. He does carry a pyre pistol, which is a strength 4 hand flamer, but yeah, most often he just dies first.
Really only advance and charge on
most of the time,
balls,
you'd
right?
rather have just more attacks.
Hellbreak can fall back and charge.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
God damn it, Donut. What in the holy hell is this?
What
Yeah.
in the hell is this?
In this matchup, Sneed is very likely to
He's just making fun of my
both
deployment.
Ballistic Squad and Hellbreak Squad in cover where they can't be seen. Meanwhile, the Scout Squad, the squad with no characters because they have a 6-inch scout move, can deploy
Men.
forward. As if he goes first, he
Men.
can go aggressive with it. Or if he goes second, he can go back up. He has to play this more carefully just because
It's hard for me to tell
he
where
doesn't have
Drago is
the wing
now
of
because
men
I have a
that
stupid
he can
flag.
get away with just exposing everything.
Just
he
like a
faces.
little bit
And
bigger of a
instead, he
Terminator.
needs to
It's got a shield.
play it a little
Yeah,
bit
that's about it.
slower.
Fancy sword.
Has 3 dreads plus triple Libby. He'll just rip apart like a unit a turn. And previously, when you have 5 units, cool, he's alive till the end of the game. 3 units, however, he's tabled by turn 3 if he plays too aggressive. So
What where do your confidences lie here, Tim?
on Scorched Earth, this is a mission where I think it's
Lean into your mic just a bit.
I think this is mostly going to come down to where the Grey Knights decide to pressure and when to pressure, and at the same time, where and when do the Inceptors hit. The Inceptors have a real chance of coming down and from just max range picking up a Terminator unit and being in a position where the Grey Knights can't respond in a great fashion. But they also have a chance of coming down and, a little bit of a spike of saves or a little bit of downswing on the hit rolls, and they kill 2 Terminators, and then one comes back in the command phase. So this is a game where I think Grey Knights is slightly favored.
Let's see.
Scorched Earth is also a great
3,
mission for Grey Knights just
4,
because
5.
they're willing to play the
6, 7,
the
8.
long, slow game, and then
It's
on
glorious.
turn 4 and 5, burn 2 objectives, get 30 or
Only
40
one
primary
is
at their end.
below,
So they're kind of
100
fine just sitting and picking apart, which with that triple dread, triple Libby list, definitely can just start picking apart the Black Templars. So just kind of how we saw in the
Just,
last game, Black
scouts.
Templars are basically going to have to stage, maybe take a little bit of shooting, and then they're going to have to commit everything all at once, and that's their one way. That's the way they're going to go through this, because if they play the slow game, they're going to get picked apart and lose the game.
Definitely one thing to remember here is that what we've seen before out of this Crusader list is the ability to really pin your opponent in their half of the board. Grey Knights don't. They do kind of, but they don't usually suffer from that kind of treatment just because of the uppy downy shenanigans that they get just naturally. Mist of Deimos and the ability to do I think it's a 6-inch deep strike.
3-inch deep
3-inch deep strike
for CP.
Yeah, and so they're really slippery, and so that's one of the things that is definitely a strong suit of this list is pinning your opponent in the opposite end. And Grey Knights, no matter what list is doing it, don't suffer for being pinned. It's really, really, really hard to pin Grey Knights.
Yeah, this is a game where the Grey Knights is 100% okay with swapping sides, letting the Black Templars come to his side and be like, well, that's your deployment now,
Wouldn't that
and I'll
be
take your
interesting?
deployment. It's a very common thing that Grey Knights will do. GSC also does it,
Yeah.
used to do it a lot more, of just
Roll off.
versus an aggressive army, you just go, okay,
luck.
you're on my side of the
Good
board,
luck.
I'll be on your side of the board.
First turn,
4, 3. I go
Go
first.
first.
Black Templars going
My
first.
dick.
Great. It's like part of our rules.
Yep. It's like you go second, you're a happy camper. You go first, you're less happy of a camper.
Mm-hmm. You want to cut my deck?
Yeah, you guys, you have to share that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, first turn. Scout moves first.
No, this one's mine.
Who would have thought? They're going right here.
So it looks like Black Templar. Sean going first. Sean, look up at the TV. The comments. Read the comments. Very bottom.
See if you win. Damn, I gotta win now.
Definitely something I think the Grey Knights are happy about going second.
Grey Knights definitely are an army
Dude,
that
I
prefers
love
to go second, but at the
lots
same
of
time,
black
I
men.
think Sneed
That's all I'm
also
saying.
skills first here because he gets that one Primaris Crusader brick up into that building and projecting a threat forward. If he goes second here, they kind of have to either just scout backwards or scout into the open where the GK can start to pick them apart. But so I think it's kind of a 6-1 way, half dozen the other
these
for the
guys
Black
will go
Templars, but the Grey Knights definitely prefer to go second.
No, Magic Donut. You will start.
Well, yeah. Now I'm gonna
You,
do them.
you will start a conversation that I do not want to have. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand you're just going one step further than the previous comment, but we're. Oh shit! 600 seconds. Well, that is not what I meant to do.
No Priz. That's shit. I want that later.
I need to learn how to use Twitch.
Okay.
What's up, Mortarian?
Pretty fucking easy.
Guest host with a sultry voice. Tim, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Tim. If you didn't see me on any of the competitive streams, or any of the previous streams, I'm a competitive player around this region.
We'll
I
just put this guy there.
play a wide variety
He's
of
within
armies,
6.
Death Guard, GSC, Necrons. I've been playing the game for about 2.5 to 3 years. I am currently top 100 in the world, and I won last year's Slaneshmas and last year's Feast of Blades, and I'm hoping to defend Slaneshmas this upcoming 2 weeks. Oh, so soon.
Damn, it is soon. Oh my god, Florida.
Yep. That's the DSG secret call, is to upset people in COD lobbies.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need any special words. We just
Make noises.
No.
We're gonna have it
Yeah. Just need to be within 6.
within 3.
I thought it was no enemies within.
Read the card.
Reading the card explains the card.
It's true. And Carter is right here. You do have to be within 3 inches of the
You're
center.
right. Oh wait, hold on. Yep. And no enemy units within 6.
Yeah.
I got you. So they'll just go within 3. Of the center, and I'll keep coherence.
Double move?
No,
Oh, scout.
He scout moved first.
Oh no.
So the area now being within 3 is a little bit less fortunate. He has to expose
Um,
more models, but as you see, he's only exposing 3 models. So basically, Grey
Grey
Knights does not have any.
Lean
into your mic.
Into these guys.
Grey Knights do not have any single activations here that are going to decimate a squad. They're going to try and pick them apart with a Dread Knight, a Dread Knight, a Dread Knight, a Libby, another Libby, another Libby. So the advantage of just peeking 3 models here is that basically a Dread Knight will activate, Sneed will kill those 3 models. Also, a small thing, and it's very akin to see Sneed's skill here, is the 2 models that he put on the terrain on the terrain piece, not the one closest to the center, are the models with the
Grimaldus is going.
worst save.
Oh, I need
they only have a 4-up save and a 3-up save because he
wants
wants those models to die. Because he does not want Carter to get multiple activations.
What's,
on them.
Grimaldus
He wants it to be
doing
one
right now?
activation, kill those 3 models,
Ben.
pull back behind the ruin.
I didn't get their cards because I was standing up. Do we know what they drew?
It was area denial for one of them.
Yeah, you can definitely hang on just a sec.
area denial and no Priz.
And no Priz. So no Priz will be a toss. Area denial will be a 5-pointer here in a second. But so okay, secondaries for the Black Templars to start. No Priz is something that he probably would prefer to have later. Being able to hit a Libby brick and kill the Terminators and then kill a Libby within is just 4 points for effectively killing 1 unit. But ultimately, he also wants some more CP in this game.
That's it. I get 5 on area denial.
I think the other side's
So throwing out that little tendril to hit the center objective there simply for area denial. That's all he's going for.
Updates. And
Nice.
I'll pitch no Priz.
Okay.
So I'll be up to 3 in your turn.
Cool. I'll go to pickups.
Uppy phase.
Like saunter up and go for a big charge. Would be like a 12 or something like that.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, big boy charge.
Big boy.
One of the really cool things about Grey Knights is that though you can't use deep strikes in turn 1, you can use their uppy downy shenanigans.
Scouts.
Helps get them around the board really quickly.
6er to get to the wall against you.
Now, keeping in mind, it does happen at the end of your opponent's turn, not in your command phase. And so technically those strike marines are in the center there. He doesn't want to pick those up because he's sticking his back objective with them. Let's see what he chooses to pull. I don't think our voices carry that much. Can you guys hear us in there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We just
I mean,
the
shoot.
peanut
God.
gallery over there.
Now I'm demonetized, even though I wasn't monetized in the first
Okay.
place.
Grandmaster up.
Choices, decisions,
My sigil squad.
choices.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you'll mostly be able to tell what the Grey Knight's plan in this next turn is almost by what he picks up. Basically, how aggressive he wants to play versus how slow and passive he wants to play. So far, it looks like he's just picking up a single Dread Knight and 5 Termies. So it looks like we might go for that longer passing game that we talked about previously. He doesn't really need to hunt anything down at this point. He pretty much needs to blow up those 3 guys that are touching the center objective.
He also just do Dragon.
But one thing is he does have to project threat
Drago's
onto
up.
those guys in the center. If he does only peek just 1 Dread Knight, Sean will just pull the models that are behind the L and pick up a 10-point primary.
Rocket forward.
So he has to at least
That point.
project threat onto
Okay.
them without necessarily having to deliver it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think
First anyways.
the passive, even though that might be the right decision, you don't want to overindulge in your opponent here. There, you definitely want to push far enough up in order to represent the fact of you have to do something. It's something very important for
Let's do Drago squad.
players who are playing on the second turn to recognize that you can't just play passive. Simply because you have the end of game doesn't mean you can just kind of hang out and sit there, and you actually do have to interact with your opponent for sure. What did he pick up?
It looks like he picked up 2 Terminators units and 1 Dread Knight, and I thought I overheard him saying,
Okay.
he picked up Drago's unit.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, OCP.
Drago's unit, a Libby unit, and then
And some objective cards.
was it the Grandmaster?
It was the
Oh, hostile.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
That normal Dread Knight.
That's
Standing
cool.
exactly where it is.
Yep.
It was just previously surrounded
You
by
could
10
ditch storm
Terminators.
hostile.
I don't think you can even, I don't think you're allowed to do this one in turn 1.
No,
Yeah.
you can.
No, it says second battle run onwards is the only time you can score.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
That's so easy right now.
I know. Cleanse.
Cool.
We were talking cleanse and what?
Okay. Don't know how likely I'm to be doing either of those really.
Storm Hostile got fact, so you actually can't do it. So I'm going to see
You
it.
get sabotage.
I think he said sabotage.
Storm.
Do they fact it? Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Well, I already saw the new one, so I'm just going to keep it.
Sounds good. That's
How would
fine.
they
It
affect
doesn't
you
matter.
that? Yeah.
It doesn't- You have sabotage and cleanse. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
cleanse and sabotage. Oh, this thing is too good.
Your react move can't get into combat, right?
Nope.
Okay.
It does look like the Black Templar, or not the Black Templars, the Grey Knights did actually draw Storm Hostile, and it is a objective that now with the new Pariah data slate, you can choose to keep and score on turn 1. However, they decided since he had already cycled it, he was going to get rid of it anyway. I also think that going for a Storm Hostile is a decent play here, but he decided to keep the Sabotage. He's going to go try and hunt those scouts down and try and deny Sneed some of his scoring.
Boy, that is rather aggressive,
A weird spot.
although missed, right? And so you're allowed to be somewhat aggressive with your first placement.
Oh, you need the coaster.
Yeah, the Grey Knight player here is in a position where he can effectively really use one unit a
Oh,
turn
baby.
without any worry of a charge. The one thing he just has to be careful here is if he does plan on shooting those Black Templars, Sean can devout push, which means he's going to move a D6 inches towards the closest unit. So if he's going for a charge on the scouts with the interceptors,
Get a little poke.
and then shoots the
Look at you.
before he shoots the
Within 18, I assume.
Crusaders,
Right on.
or I'm messing this up. After he shoots the Crusaders, they'll devout push. That'll be towards the interceptors, so the interceptors are the closest enemy unit.
Get all that.
Those interceptors are going to try and charge the scouts.
Is that
You can only miss when you finish a normal move.
Sigil is the
Sean
one in the
can
sky.
easily get within
Librarian.
9, 8,
Beautiful.
7, 6 inches and decide that,
Only great.
well, while you can miss somewhere, I'll just not move at all and go for the 6-inch charge. So it's going to be a weird play here and see how it kind of moves.
only on that objective.
Sounds good.
I do sticky my home field.
Yep. Cleanse.
I don't know, I just want to kill your scouts.
Fair enough.
You're right on the wall, so I can just charge into the wall.
Yep.
Like a 6er. And they'll clean them up pretty easy. Yeah, if I jet this guy out this way. There, and you're gonna, obviously you're going to be able to charge him from there.
One thing I will say about Carter's play that's rather enjoyable to watch is the fact that he's he's playing a rather elite army. He's very methodical in what he does, pre-measures everything, takes his time, makes sure nothing on the table isn't the way that he would like it to be.
It's just for these guys to shoot. If you desperately want to sit on that objective. Seeing you. And definitely can't stop you from 3-inch deep striking.
Oh, yeah. In my turn.
Mm-hmm. So we just live with that. Weird little spaces back here.
Maybe for the Libby, but I don't think
Libby
you can
himself.
come back.
Yeah, he can't come in right now, anyways.
I don't think you're fitting 6 termies back there, though.
Mm-hmm. There's some temptation to just like 3-inch and then blast your Calidus right away.
Fair enough. But I think you lose whatever squad you do that with.
Yeah, I mean, you go for a 9-inch charge, and then if you don't make it, I go away. If you do make it, then that sucks.
Fair enough.
And you get free rolls.
Yeah, definitely a consideration that there's not much shooting in this Black Templar's army. Definitely can use Mr. Deimos to hold him to a 9-inch charge on a deep strike for sure.
This
Oh, cookies are good.
so like that. Really?
Okay.
Don't. I thought that was going to clear your message. Turns out I have to figure your Twitch out better.
Line of sight.
Sounds good.
I'm sure you're gonna.
Welcome back, Bo.
But maybe if you're stubborn.
Anything cleansing?
They advance.
Yep.
They're gonna go for a charge. I don't think we're doing any objectives this turn.
Maybe those.
Yeah, it didn't just clear it. It cleared all of it.
Yeah, they could maybe go down and do it. That's actually not a bad point. Let's have Sigil guy
Tim is dead? Question mark.
come back over here and they can get a cleanse here at least.
Sounds good. Yep.
Sigil squad going down to the back. Oh, OBS.
And Drago and friends. really have a target just yet.
We are thinking. Is there anything in this Black Templar's army that has the fights first?
No, there's nothing in this Black Templar and Black Templar at all. It's fight first here. So the general the threat is a fight on death. The fight on death, it's 1 CP. It's normally on a 4-up. However, the vow that Sean takes almost every single game, which is the 6 of Field and Pain vow, actually enhances that fight on death and makes it a 3-up fight on death. And as per new GW FAQ, you cannot Armor of Contempt off of a fight on death. So it's a weird thing where Sean is actually sometimes better off fighting on death in Terminators rather than just fighting Terminators because he cannot Armor of Contempt off of it.
How strange.
I guess so.
Definitely a consideration.
GW fact actually makes it better.
God damn it.
They still have oath for whatever it's worth. So
That room needs a door.
I was going to ask you if it had one. I was like, is there a door you can close there?
Oh.
Hang a towel.
Something, anything to block the noise.
Cool.
Definitely a interesting thing to consider, though. Caldor Drago, I believe it's once per game when he drops in. He can have a 6-inch charge rather than a 9-inch charge.
Yep. Once per game, he gives his unit +3 on a charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
Interesting thought.
That's good.
Charging in, getting right into close combat.
Let's start with this.
I don't know what he would clear, though. Caldor Drago
No.
and his Terminators would not clear a whole Primaris Crusader squad, so you'd probably turn around and then
Please.
pummel it with another one. Okay, shooting.
Dang.
2s.
Hey, D Sharp. Thank you so much for the follow.
We'll just take it on big men. So 4, 5.
I'm thinking.
First one kills him.
Oops.
Second
I'm
one
on camera.
kills him regardless. Third one kills him, and fourth one.
Thinking we're here. It's probably a Dread Knight.
Yep. That was one Dread Knight activating into the Crusader Brick.
In the incinerator.
Yes, sir.
So
3s.
just 2.
I'll take it on 5-ups. Fail 1. He's fine.
Okay.
I'll spend a CP. Going down to 1. Gonna move D6.
Alrighty.
Yep. This is exactly what I was talking about
One.
earlier.
That's
Devout push which way?
1 inch is unfortunate. He was
Ooh.
probably hoping for a 3 or 4 there for a multitude of reasons. If he got a 3 or a 4, it's very likely he could have either touched on that objective,
1.
which means he's
One.
threatening
Yeah.
holding primary over him
Lot.
because the interceptor is only OC1. That whole
There.
brick is OC2 each.
There.
And also to threaten a heroic if the
There.
interceptor's charge. As he said before,
There.
he's just charging the 1 scout that's up against the wall, and it's a 6-inch charge. So if he gets exactly the 6, then the Templars would have been in heroic range to be able to charge that. So not only do the interceptors go in, likely not kill anything,
Just
but then die as a result of
Set
it,
on you from over here.
and Sean gets the extra primary.
Let's shoot you.
It makes total sense.
Still within 18.
This guy?
Although he's not on this objective now.
No, that was the unfortunate part.
Yep.
And
The one.
rolling the 1
I
on the
think
top.
now I'll AOC. Because you're gonna have a few more.
You got to speak into the mic.
We'll take it on the 4-up, guys.
You have one guy on 1.
Oh,
Or no.
my
You can't take him on
apologies.
the up fight, so you need to take it on.
He's doing the devout push,
You're gonna have
but
to both.
we're still
wow.
finishing off the incinerator from the Dread Knight here.
Pick one.
The incinerator's already shot. He's out.
Anyhow.
Different
He's
Dread Knight
dead.
now. The Dread Knight that
Was
is
he
on,
this one?
I don't think you could
Oh,
see.
yeah,
it,
that'd
but
be
There's
Yeah.
2 Dread Knights that are just peeking over the terrain there. There
Okay.
is one of them that
I
just
guess
draw
we'll
line of sight
shoot
to
that
that
for
one
fun.
Marine that had
Okay.
just died. So that is
Gotcha.
Are they all bolted?
Yeah.
These are probably the Inceptors. Come on, camera.
4s. 6, 7.
7. Take it on 3-ups.
Okay. Oof.
Fail 3.
Oof.
Fail 3. Ooh.
Plinking, yeah. Plinking.
Stormbolter's doing good work.
Yeah.
Definitely something strange you don't see every day. Stormbolter's doing something.
I can move 6. Don't think I need to move 6. That's all the shooting. Let's charge into those scouts.
Right on.
I don't get there.
A 9er.
The other side.
Makes sense.
It's up to you.
So wait, do you want to trade me? I've never not done commentary. Might be kind of.
It looks like he has to go here.
Here.
I'm just trying to have him base that guy.
Yeah,
His
that's
hammer's in the way.
He
All right.
Because he has the base.
9? I don't think you get there with a 9.
Yeah.
We're right there. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. And you're outside of 6. So cool.
Yep.
You fight me.
I fight you.
Yep.
15 swings.
Yeah.
Threes and 2 3s. Me 6 of them.
6.
Oh, our Inceptors made their charge.
Pass 2.
Nice.
First one.
No.
Second one. He's at
Where did our
Kills one.
Inceptors? There they are.
Kills him.
Yep. Charged the
First one.
scouts there, gave him 6 saves. He
That
passed 2 of them, and then he made some field of pains there. So I think he's actually only going to lose 3 scouts.
This guy and
Oh no, even better, 2 scouts.
Wow. 2.5.
That is
Back this way.
very, very good as for a multitude of reasons. One, it means that Primaris Crusader Brick now has the option
You running away.
of
Thick
running at him and charging. You cannot miss of
Yeah.
Demios when you're in combat.
Chainsword.
So if you can get that Crusader Brick, basically charging the Interceptors and then back behind the wall and putting,
And 2.
I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of them touching that objective on the backside of the wall,
Oh, cool.
that becomes 10 OC that the Grey Knights has to
Alright,
come
so
get
that's
out
your
of,
turn,
which
you
means it
cleanse
has to be
all,
a Terminator
and you
Brick
get
because the Dread
Tabletop.
Knights are only OC 3.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I'll get a whole 2 points. 3 points. Or no.
That's actually huge. I don't know. Should the Inceptors been able to kill the Scout Squad?
On average, it is 15 attacks. You should get 10 hits. It should be
That's
7, 8 wounds, 6 ups. The 6 up
going to
Fiona
be-
Pains means
I
that
get
like
one. I'll pick up the
there's
Callus.
probably going to be a scout left, but it's also a world.
Scouts
You
are in combat.
just go low, high, go low, low.
Cool. Cool. Gets to some moving. Actually, cards. What do we got? Marked for death and cleanse. What's marked?
Well, you can now come down with interceptors.
Yeah.
Or inceptors. Sorry.
Inceptor. How dare you say they're different? They're not.
All right, let's see what he's got, and then I'll show you guys
Let's
the
do
draw.
the sigil unit. Well, that gives you a shot at them. Because they can go to like what, damage 3, right?
Yep.
Oh God, that's right.
And
And then if
Inceptors.
you use sigil like
Yeah, that's the thing the Grey Knights has to be careful of here is for
I think I'm just doing all
double reasons.
squads.
One,
all 3.
the Mark for Death sounds like you
Yeah.
picked all 3 Terminator squads.
They go like straight
Is
9 AP.
the Inceptors are very good at killing Terminators at strength
They're
8 AP
probably
3,
better than
3
Dreadnoughts,
damage
honestly.
twin link,
Yeah.
especially with an oath. And then the second reason is Mark for
Okay.
Death says that if you pick up a unit,
Graham
if
is
they
gonna
leave
stand
the
5 of
table,
Yellow
you
Pen.
count as scoring Mark for Death, which means that all 3 of
We'll
those
get this
Terminator units
moving.
are not leaving the board this
Both
turn,
something.
which means Carter has basically stated
I
that
think we'll just keep.
I'm fine with
regular.
where my Terminators are at.
I don't really like him being there.
I'm fine
I
with
don't
where they're
like
at.
him doing
I'm
things
fine
that I
holding the
don't.
objectives the way they are. I don't need them to be anywhere else.
Crazy.
All right, you guys. Those of you who missed it, Marked for Death and Cleanse is the draw.
So we'll
5-2. Favor Black Templars. Top of turn 2.
Yeah.
Marked and what else?
marked and cleanse. I kind of want to do fun shit, but also not really. They move 5. So 17 is threat range. Hellbrick's gonna come out
We
or advance.
big 6.
Big 6.
Mm.
Yep, Sean just pre-measuring the Terminator threat range there. As we said
or as he'd seen
Well,
previously, if Carter wants to pick up any of those Terminators, Sean's going to score 5 points off of it. So he's kind of going to be a little bit more exposed here, kind of
Do your
off of
funny
a
6-inch
trade of
charge.
if you want to pick up the Terminators and use them, I score 5 points. If you don't, then
do my
stage
basic-
forward and you don't have any
Could do your
pressure with Terminators.
charge.
Do you think Inceptors reliably kill a Dread Knight?
That is the 6-man. No, you would have to dedicate all 12. If you have Oath, the 6-man only puts out 12 shots. With Oath, it should be about 10 hits. It's Force twin linked, so it should be about 7 wounds, and then it's literally just does the GK spike saves. Adding the other 6 Inceptors means I give you 14 saves, and then okay, you should fail
And
7,
phase,
take 21
We're
damage.
gonna spend a
But then I'm
speed,
dedicating nearly
and we're gonna put these guys into the anti
400 points
Okay, so they got the
to try and kill a single Dread Knight. And Dread Knights are very
Or
good at killing Inceptors
anti-psychic
back
war.
with their flat 3 damage side cannon.
Grimaldus is gonna advance
All right, here comes Grimmy. Which way does he go?
5. They're hustling.
Small thing there that you might not have noticed, chat. Sean spent a CP to put Helbrecht's unit into another vow. There's a 1 CP strat for Black Templars to basically add another vow, just like Gladius Marines. But the exception is Black Templars, you get it in addition rather than instead of. So what he decided is he put Helbrecht's squad into the anti-psyker one, which gives him a 4-up invuln to all psychic weapons, and also a anti-psyker 4+ on all his melee weapons, which means that ultimately if a Dread Knight or Terminators kind of pop around, those chain swords start to hurt a little more. And the second reason it's very good is because it makes that devout push, rather than a D6 and rolling a 1 like we saw earlier,
With his bull.
it's flat 6, which means that if this unit gets shot just by like 1 Dread and Carter doesn't have the angles, he can devout push onto that center objective, or onto the side objective, or forward, just depending on where the threats are at.
What do you want to do, Calidus? Oh, they're part of Helbrecht's squad. I just need to be with them too.
Left some orphan boys back there.
Imagine a precision let you hit any model.
That would be real good. The Death Jester used to do that in like end of the 9th.
Oops, I broke your cohesion.
Like, my bad. They'll just go there. Fine.
Okay.
You can no longer hold the guy's hand next to you, and therefore everyone on the left dies.
Yeah, get a
Yep, the Death Jester used to, he didn't kill specific models in shooting,
There you
but if he shot a unit and then they
and
failed
then-
leadership, he picked which model died, which means that if you had a long unit strung out with the coherency,
There's an
he
audio
picks
for
the
twins.
center guy and they all die, or more importantly, he would often pick, oh, you have a heavy weapon there? Yeah, no, he's the guy that runs away.
Nice.
Not my Dread Knight.
All right, here comes the first squad of Inceptors. Interceptors?
Inceptors.
Inceptors.
This is a fun. They were joking earlier
You can
because
see
the
over
Space
that,
Marines have Inceptors and
Yeah.
the Grey Knights have Interceptors.
Good God. Thanks, Games Workshop.
There.
Don't forget about the classic
Anywhere here.
Incursor. An Intercessor. And
Yeah, no.
Oh, boy.
Games Workshop really likes the prefix int.
Yes. I would have to go right in front of you to ignore cover.
Yeah.
So I think we just do that.
Oh, yeah. Ignore cover now on those Dread Knight weapons.
You are
You
still
can't.
there.
So this guy has to go here.
Yeah,
And then
Sean's
I think
trying
I
to
do-
get the line there where all the Inceptors can see all parts of this Dread Knight's base for the reason of
I got
his
This guy might
AP3,
be like a tad.
which
there.
if
Cool.
the
And then
Dread
you
Knight
can
Armors of Contempt
wrap it
or
around
True Silver Armor, which is the Grey Knight's version, he would have 3 up saves versus the Inceptors.
So yeah,
So
we're gonna get to
this
that.
isn't really a play meant to kill
Charleston.
the Dread Knight,
Or
but kind of
me.
more meant to potentially
We'll
hurt it
start with
and
those,
basically make him
Inceptors
respond
into the
because
Dread
3
Knight.
Inceptors in the middle of the board is a thing that
they're
Carter just can't
overcharging,
let
So
sit around.
All right,
On threes.
Inceptors into the Dread Knight.
putting on 4s twin linked. Ooh. 3.
4s. Take one of them.
Take 3 damage.
Okay.
Hazardous.
Oh, that is
Second one. Alive. Third one.
Dead.
Dead. So kills 2.
Rest
That
in
was
pieces.
rough.
Wait, do overcharges?
Oh, it's not 3 wounds?
No, only
I was gonna say characters do it.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's so bad.
Wow, he
Well,
rolled 3 1s.
Protects.
Remember how we were all saying that the freaking blue dice last game were microwaved and loaded?
Scepters.
What
That
just
is-
happened there? Red dice.
That was
What did I get? 10.
120 points to do 3 damage to a Dread Knight and then kill yourself.
Oh.
Where's my dice pack?
Oh, that was harsh.
I think that is the first time I've actually seen a unit of Interceptors just straight kill themselves. 100%.
All of them fired and all of their guns exploded. That's so unfortunate.
Somebody on the inside must have been sabotaging those guys, right?
All right, so
Yeah,
here's
someone didn't like them.
The Inquisition's behind it.
here's that charge we were talking about. Getting that unit to go kill those interceptors there, and then very likely to
This guy,
consolidate back
one
onto that
here.
objective just to have a bunch of OC behind the wall.
And then the level 1 out. So, 1, 2, 3. All Power Fists are alive. Start with them.
Okay. Well, Armor of Contempt.
How do you tell the difference between the blobs? What?
Well, that's dumb. You're just going to get me anyways. Got so many swings.
So,
Sean
no armor
has
contempt.
Yeah, no armor.
barely rimmed the
Freeze.
bases. Those guys are the orange squad. Hellwreck squad is the blue squad,
Booms.
and Grimaldus' squad is gray. Or
Gotcha.
gray and black.
It's only 4.
All right.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's 2.
maybe I should have done it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
3
whatever.
die.
Save 1.
And
So
then,
3 dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh god! And just the chain swords go into mulch mode.
The weight of chain swords there. We can see the Calidus on her broken base
5,
has come down
and-
right onto that objective there. I think that was an intent to be able to stop the
15.
interceptors from being able to armor contempt or at least make it cost 2 CP, and then also
20.
just acting as a
Oh my god.
lone up that's on that objective
25
because we already know that the Terminators aren't
Easier.
getting picked up. Otherwise, Sean will score 5 points.
Freeze.
So basically saying that if he doesn't pick up a Dread Knight and drop it right there, and if he 3 inches a Dread Knight, Sean's like okay with that because he'll
4.
just charge without moving. So the Calidus is in an interesting position to try and either bait Carter out to try and get a better unit, or just saying I'm
5.
going to have a lone up on this objective.
For the first volley.
Lots of thought goes into it.
Good there.
Nice. And the second one.
Okay. First round of chain swords bounce. Oh, and we threw a card into the pile as well for good measure.
Flipped and none.
9.
Yep.
Take 1.
Nice.
All right. I guess.
Well, all right then.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't have done it in the end because I would have saved 1 more guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
It doesn't really matter too much.
We'll just console.
Console yourself.
There. Up there. Closer.
Wait a minute. Did they survive?
Let's play some
They survived. The chain swords did a sum total of 0 damage. The power fist killed 3, and looks like it did. They did. Yeah, the power fist killed 3, and the chain swords did 1 damage.
Oh my god. They get to swing back now.
Yep.
Me too.
They'll both.
Is targeting
Kills
the
first
scouts,
guy.
just trying to kill another scoring
Kills
unit, and he kills both the scouts. So
One
there's
scout.
one scout left.
Oh, wait.
But big thing is generally with Space Marines is 1 scout
that
is
your-
as
for
good
you?
as 5
Yeah.
scouts
That's me.
for scoring
Okay.
secondaries, as long as they don't battle
He's
shock.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just put a blue dice for you because
Sure.
otherwise I'll get confused again. Cool.
Does that scout want to swing?
No, he's out of combat now.
Yeah, that's true.
Pulling them out of combat for the up and downy shenanigans.
Yep. The hope is that Sean will kill those 2 interceptors in Carter's turn and then be able to uppy that scout at the end of his turn.
I would believe.
2, right? Yeah. And that's me.
Okay. Coming up is.
Uppy phase.
Let's see over there. No, can't pick up any of the Terminators because you would
Do we trade 5 points for flexibility?
ditch before I picked up my stuff up.
Yep. I'll
Uh,
wait and then. Yeah.
so it's the Dread Knight show.
Sounds good.
Good job, buddy. You killed 3 and
All 3?
Yeah.
All 3 Dread Knights bold.
Yep. I'm guessing if, depending on what secondaries they are, they're very likely to come into that kind of top left area and just shoot at max range. And or actually, they don't even shoot at max range, just shoot at
that's
good
that. So
range
it's
and
my
just try and
turn.
pick up a bunch of dudes behind the wall.
Go up to
As I said, though,
Fat 5
because that
CP.
Hellbrecht brick is
Big
in the
rolling
anti-psyker
I'm gonna start
vow,
using some
they
radiant
do have a
strike
flat
over
6
here.
about push.
Go
So
for
if he's
it.
not careful, there's a very good chance that he will
And I'll score
devout push into a place where then he can get charges on
That
something
area denial.
important. So it'll be a debate of how much shooting is worth versus the risk of a flat 6-inch
do those.
move devout push.
I have a battle shock.
All right, for those of you who missed
Good.
it,
Right on.
area denial and engage on all fronts is the Grey Knight's pull. Bottom of turn 2 coming your way.
You get a 10.
Yeah.
I'll get 10 on burn.
Engage in air denial here for the Grey Knights. The air denial is a little bit annoying, mostly just because he would have to drop something in
Gonna start with
the
the
center, and
They flag.
They do.
he could drop a dread kind
Or
of
something like that.
on the side, just barely within 3, kind of
Sure,
inside of his own
quarter.
L building there. But it opens up the chance of, it means if he shoots that Hellbrecht brick at all, Sean will have a 3-inch charge after a flat
It's
6
just
devout
the
push.
last guy can get there.
Or those Terminators can just
I mean, they're
advance
obviously-
and get there.
I'm
But
just
once
gonna get
again,
this table quarter.
Yeah, this
opens up Hellbrecht charging them. So he does have to be careful here because the only things up in the sky, I think what he's most likely to use is he does have a single librarian. That would be a good use of just dropping it in the center there and then not having to worry about risking a full unit to get his area denial points.
Strike Marines are going to advance.
Sounds good.
So your old D6 pilot shenanigans.
Sneed is my son,
Yeah,
so
but
I'm
it's-
proud of his
It's weird
accomplishments.
because I need one model to go
Even if it's
closer
beating
to
his
and then I can
dad.
go wherever the fuck I want with it.
Aren't you and Sneed like 3 years apart?
Because the unit has to enclose.
No,
Yep.
I'm 11 years older than Sneed.
What? Oh.
So-
How old is Sneed?
20.
Whatever. Oh, that's not the camera view we wanted.
And there we go with a unit of Terminators using the Grey Knight's detachment ability to auto advance 6 to get towards the center there for that area denial that we spoke of. And that is actually the Strike Marines, by the way, not the
Charge into
Terminators,
the
which
brick of
I think
death.
is a little bit
brick of
better
death,
use
indeed.
because you're not risking a more expensive unit.
Squads. Make sure that you're not incepting on my home field objective.
Go incepting.
No incepting.
Incept or no incepting?
I mean, you can incept on it, but I'll hold it.
Should we? All right, hang on.
You want.
Sean. Yo.
Chad has a question for
Does Tim and
you. Nope. Oh, very bottom one.
Ashley- This is very nice.
I think he's behind.
Sneed works, I won't go into exactly where he works, but he works at a restaurant, and we mostly make fun of him because he works like 3-hour shifts. We just say that is the most 20-year-old thing you can do of drive 30 minutes to go work a 3-hour shift and then drive home.
It's going to be a very quiet turn, too. We just try to snipe at you a little bit.
I think Quiet Turn 2 is probably the right
This
call.
is-
Only one squad of Inceptors came down, right? And so
It's hard to
still a threat of
need a break.
I know you have like
those things coming in later
Yeah.
sort of.
later on next turn.
Yep. There's blue.
If he wants to sacrifice the squad in the center for a bunch of strike squads, I'm sure Carter wouldn't mind that. God damn, why does this squad of dudes look so big?
There's 2 squads.
There's 2 there. Okay. I'm like, what the
There is Hellbrecht squad, which is the squad that is mostly tucked up into the L of that ruin, and then Grimaldus' squad is stretched out back, both to Sneed's back objective and kind of filling in to the side of that.
Gotcha.
Like a lot of reason to move, you know? We're just so far away from each other. Start deep striking red knights.
24 or 18. What do you want?
I'm going to do 24.
24 is that guy. So you need to be like there to be within 24.
This fella. Careful with
Ooh. He's leaning.
Yeah.
Quick 24 for you. Can't back up. There. That is max 24 off of this guy.
All right. You can't pull that guy.
Nope.
So really, if we can see that guy, we can.
Definitely don't want to pull that guy simply because chat will show you. That guy is connecting the rest of the squad to these guys.
Bro. Oh no. Gonna be within 24 of the coherency, man. How the fuck did I
That's the worst matchup out of these two armies.
Pretty sure I can see him from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
For GSC,
Mhm.
that would definitely be Grey Knights with the adjusted Black Templars only having 60 Crusaders. Me and Sneed have played this matchup 3 different times, and every single play of this matchup, he has 1 Crusader brick at the end of the game.
within range?
Now that he has 2 less Crusader bricks, and I have
It's not- I can also borrow
100 extra points,
back a little bit.
he's tabled on turn 3 instead of 5,
Works for me.
and I can score a lot of primary. So the Grey Knight matchup is the one that's a little bit harder. And if you go back and watch game 1, you can see that I swung very low and left a lot of the Grey Knights on low numbers there. I think that's a matchup where GSC is slightly favored, but you can see what happens when
just
Ridge
FYI,
Runners shoot
you
and just
them
do
on
nothing.
Reactive move and it's flat 6 now.
Flat 6 right now.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna go like. Still gonna be a long ways for you to go.
Well, yeah. If you're 20, so this guy's 22 away. So I would go 6. I would go 6 more. So that's 12. So it's a 10-inch or a 9 because
and
you're within 22.
you're kind of like in the shit.
Yeah. And then this guy
This
is
is 9, and it does have a natural reroll.
Yeah. So those guys are in.
yeah.
It's a good warning. Devout push is a standard flat 6 rather than a D6. And he's absolutely laying down those Dread Knights to shoot at that Crusader squad.
Also, other places this guy could go. All this is like these blue guys, right?
Yeah.
So my mistake, chat. It is actually Helbrecht's unit that is stretched out back to the backfield objective, and Grimoaldus' unit is the one that's a little bit more tucked up. Which makes more sense because you would have the Helbrecht squad, which is the one that devout pushes, the one being the one that is more exposed.
From yard.
From yonder location.
Man, having that 6-inch, you really have to respect that 6-inch movement.
Yeah, a blood surge move of flat 6 inches. It can't go into combat,
Gotta just
but it just means the Grey Knight does have to be careful because if he's trying to play this like cat and mouse game of just staying far away, you saw what happened in game 2 when Sean used it versus the guard. When he fired that basilisk, it allowed Sean to get 4 extra inches of movement forward, which then meant that the plan of trying to slow it down and keep it off the midfield just didn't
That'd be
work.
funny.
Because then Sean could
would-
actually
it would
get a
be
charge and swing into the unit.
Pasta interceptor squad for.
For no reason.
So let's go shooting, and let's just start with that guy.
All right, shooting phase.
Oh, Libby.
Yeah. Schmate. Goes off.
Cool.
Give me 4 mortals.
Take 2.
Librarian is... Oh, solo on its own? No.
This guy's gonna shoot them.
Sounds good.
Well, we're just going to believe that the Librarian is within range because I don't see it.
3s. We got 2 fat hits. 2s. 2 of them. Yonder invuln.
4. They'll both.
3 each.
First guy. He's
Oh,
fine.
with flying colors.
And he's
Wow.
fine again. Right on. Okay.
Wow.
That's for the Inceptors. These guys aren't going to take any damage now.
Yeah. We'll do the Grandmaster Nemesis Dread next.
That's good.
No, we'll do the one next to him.
Does it
Grandmaster's
matter?
it doesn't really. I think
Fair
like for like line of sight, I guess there could be some shenanigans. So 3s, 2s, 3.
First one. Kills him. Second one.
Heals him.
Kills him. All right.
Got the standard Dread Knight going downtown into Groomy's squad or Helbrecht's?
Kill
Hellbreak
Squad on the right.
Squad.
Yeah.
this guy and this guy. And then I'm going to
Devout push.
E6.
And here it comes.
Okay, so we'll have one guy move at least a little bit closer to the Terminator Librarian.
Yeah. Well,
actually,
Where is the Terminator Librarian?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you go to the overhead, I believe it's in the
So,
back right.
Oh, there it is.
Already shot, or one of them shot, the other one hasn't.
Yeah. This
Okay.
guy shot. Yeah.
Right?
No, there just needs dead body. He's all the way in the corner there.
Oh, there he
Yep,
is.
on the far right there.
Thank you. I was looking for like, where is this guy?
Yeah, there's the abomination of two of Sean's models stacked on top of each other that looked weird, but yeah, he's all the way in the corner there. And yep, as Sean had said, that the way that outpush works is you have to end closer to the closest unit, and those strikes are actually closer than the Terminator Livia's.
Removing a little bit of the threat of that devout push towards those Dread Knights.
And because the
So
Dread Knights
with that
are
flame
ignoring
range
cover
now-
anyway, there's not much of a reason to try and stay behind cover for any of this. He's also just got a
Okay,
4-up
fine.
invuln versus the heavy cannon here.
I gotta leave them back, so I have guys out, this guy's back. Just like that, so I still have people on the objective because I do want primer,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
What? You need
So weird to watch these 20-man squads like kind of like swing out with a little
yeah.
tail.
I guess he'll also just shoot while he's at it.
That is some of the
Purge
strength
Soul.
of these
Purge
units
Soul.
is the fact that, once again, you saw it in Game 2 of being able
Is
to
that the random lieutenant?
hit a
That's the
unit,
shitty,
or in Game
fucking
2's case,
sword.
most often a tank, with Hellbrecht and all the Power Fist, and then swing the rest of the squad wide to either
Tails.
tag to try and use the strat for the no fallback, or just to swing a bunch of chainswords and a bunch of guardsmen that he originally couldn't charge because they were too far away.
Okay.
All right, Purge Soul from the Librarian.
We have everything in range, so. Big guns. Not hitting amazing. 2.
One.
I think this.
Fucking fine.
No damage on that.
Wow.
Shit. 11 though.
Making up for the
11 on the flame.
Inceptors.
Yeah. It's all 3s. That'll be 6.
6.
Oh, is he within flamer range of the Dread Knight?
Yeah, when he devout pushed there, he just got within range.
You're fine.
It's too early to tell, Sean.
Okay.
Who's gonna win? I have the Grey Knights.
I think
Do
this
you have any
next
more for
turn
me?
will be very evident of where the game is going to
That's
go. With those
cool.
Dread Knights exposed, there's very good targets for the
Engage.
Inceptors, as they
Go
won't
get
have cover,
everything.
so it won't matter for the Armored Contempt.
No, you didn't move in.
The Hellbrecht
How
squad
about
in the
this?
center
get two.
is very likely to charge
Looks
the
like this guy's not with him.
strikes,
That's
pop them
close.
up,
You
or more
would.
importantly, what he might even try and do is hit the strikes in a way where he's not fighting with a lot
There.
of dudes,
You're sad.
and then
Sad man.
use that to
Times.
possibly deny a
I'll
no
just
fall back.
Get you.
Then, yeah.
Sounds good.
Fat 7 CP going into your turn.
Oh, boy. I'll go to
Fuck the Calidus.
2, and you'll score
I'll score.
4 on engage.
Yeah.
So my turn.
I'm banked. Yeah.
Grey Knights with 7 CP is real scary.
All the shenanigans all banked up.
Now forever.
Gonna use a shenanigan every turn for the rest of the game.
Scout will go up.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't know you any battle shocks. I'll get a 10 on primary.
Yep.
Secondaries.
7 CP also means that he does
Secure
not
engage.
care about the
Okay,
Calidus.
that's not bad.
Yeah, you can get points there. Your inception.
I mean, I already got.
You got secure easily, yeah.
Right, guys.
Pretty easy.
Draw a secure no man's land and engage on all fronts.
Yeah.
Top of turn 3, 22 to 16, favor of the Black Templars.
Probably.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, because I'm just within 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Be right back.
Strat's lame.
Yeah, we haven't had a need.
Okay.
What's Grimalda's doing this turn?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to measure shit to figure out what he's doing. So I'm just gonna pick up this terrain because it doesn't matter. I just need to see measures. So 18. So if I advance and charge, I move 9. It's a 9. But that's pretty neat. He's got a 15, so I'm 9. 18. So, like, I got a bunch of 9-inch charges for Hellbrick.
Mm-hmm.
So, Grimmy's gonna go into hustle. He's gonna go into
hustle.
and charge.
All right.
I'm going to oath.
The oats.
Where did I put my little thing? There it is. I'll oath. This is an oath Drago's unit.
Okay.
I'll spend a CP. And Grimaldus's unit is gonna have sustain. They're gonna have sustain.
Okay.
And then we'll get to schmoovin'. Grimmy's gonna advance.
Okay.
3, I'll re-roll it. 6.
That is very good for Grimaldus. As we saw earlier, he was 18 inches away from Drago's unit, and also 18 inches away from that Dread Knight. That 6-inch advance means that he is 6 inches away. So he has either a 6-inch charge on that Dread Knight or a 6-inch charge on Drago's unit. And this unit, Grimaldus might not hit as hard as Hellbrick's unit, but he has built-in oath onto the entire unit.
Does Black Templars have advance and charge?
Grimaldus does.
God.
What Sean picked in the command phase is Grimaldus picks from one of 3 abilities. Either picks for advance / fallback and charge for his entire unit. He can pick for a 5 at Feel No Pain, which is most of the time what you set in. Or he can get +1 AP in melee. That's kind of the least used one. But in this case, he picked advance and charge. He rolled at 6 on the advance using the built-in reroll datasheet rule of the Prominence Crusaders to now push this threat forward. So now Sean has put Carter in a place where he is going to come hit him. He is coming at him with a Crusader brick. And if he makes his charges, there's a real world where Carter goes down a Dread Knight or a Terminator brick. And then that's even without the Inceptors dropping and doing what they're going to do this turn also.
What a flexible piece.
Yes, it is an extremely piece. You even see it in Righteous Crusaders lists, just because that built-in 5 of Feel No Pain
Sounds good.
in a lot of things, and there's the mists off of Drago's unit to get out of town.
Yep. That is definitely something you want to do. I believe that makes that charge a little bit longer to the Dread Knight.
I believe it was just a 6. I think it was 18 from both.
Engage and
Okay.
secure. These guys need a
The other
secure.
reason saving Drago's unit is doubly important is not only just because it's saving Drago's unit, it's Drago's an extremely good unit for later in the game,
Well, he
just
that,
because
Okay, yeah.
that +3 to charge means that when you need to take an objective for a secure no man's land, or you need to deny an action like a burn in this mission, having that much more reliable charge out of Deep Strike is very nice. However, I do not expect to see Drago's unit off the board at the end of Sean's movement phase. I very much expect a rapid ingress back into a place where he's going to be able to respond in kind this turn. And now that the mist is gone, Sean's able basically to move the rest of his army without having to worry about something jumping away or anything like that. And you can see Sean's
Just charge
positioning to
strikes,
go
that's
for a
a guarantee.
9-inch charge.
That
All
is
his
guaranteed.
other Dread Knight there.
Those are some dead strikes right there.
Yeah. Well, you charge like halfway across the map, you're gonna have to do some seriously stringy shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, the Grimaldus by himself probably could do it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Oh, he is pulling off of his home objective.
Yep. In this case, he's going to basically be
I don't
holding
like
the
these
center,
Inceptors.
and he's
These
holding
look
that side objective, so he doesn't mind giving it back. And there's the 3 Inceptors.
Okay, I was just about to say.
Coming
Very-
down, most likely just going to snipe that Libby that's in the corner there. Just get rid of a scoring asset of Carter's and hold his backfield while he's at it.
I'll cover their
I would think that having the Libby in the
they're
on
on
the-
the range.
sorry, I don't want
what
to
do I
talk
wanna
over
do,
the
man?
players as much as possible, just because
This is a.
definitely a thinking process going on here.
I think I'm fine with that. I think I leave the Inceptors in the sky.
But definitely not having the
I
Inceptors
do.
on the point. Oh wait, no, he can't leave the Inceptors in the sky unless he plans on rapid ingressing them.
That is true. They are. It is turn 3, so if he leaves them up, he'd have to rapid ingress them back in. And with only 1 CP, I do not think that's something he wants to do.
And that's a 6-man squad as well.
It is the 6-man squad that's up in the sky.
Anyways, leaving the Libby back there with nothing on his home objective definitely is a
I could just
very dangerous thing to do.
no.
That Libby
use Strat reserve.
comes
so I
forward
plan
or
on
something
getting
deep strikes on it and burns that
there.
objective. Definitely something you don't want to see.
Yep. I think Sean
The
might
scout
think it is
here
still turn
says this-
2.
Wait, hold on.
Because if it is turn 3, right, if he does not know it's turn 3, those Inceptors very much want to come down and try
A
and get
scout
something.
comes down there. You want to overwatch him?
I think he's playing this as if it's turn 2 as well.
With how
'cause-
slow the first 2 turns went, I'm not surprised if he's mistaken.
Aging. Oh.
It gives me 1 point if
He's feeling like he's pulling the trigger, which he probably
You know, I
usually
have
does on
6
turn 2.
CP.
I think that is
Fair
exactly
And I
it.
will overwatch him.
sounds good.
Overwatch where?
Flare.
Overwatch onto the scout coming down from reserve in the top left corner of the map.
How cute.
And flamer.
Just trying to, it
Get
gives
off the
Sean a
back,
point,
get
so
off
might as well
the
try and
back.
deny him.
Uh,
12 shots off the flamer, that'll probably do it.
Yeah, with 5 CP, 7 CP to start, probably a
Be 8.
yeah, reasonable.
8.
Yep.
8
5.
5 of
Trade in one of your 7
Okay.
to deny.
This man is cooked.
Oh, what?
6.
He made 4, but he needs 3 6s here. Nope,
Nah,
and the scout goes down.
Yeah, Calidus stays back there. I don't drop 6 Inceptors because
Oh, hey.
I could drop them and try to kill the other Dread Knight and get me engaged. That might not be bad. No.
Chilling.
Yeah, they're chilling. I don't think I need the 1 point to throw away Inceptors. So we're gonna get the charges.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid ingress.
Rapid.
Yeah.
Or get the shooting. I forgot I have a shooting phase.
I was gonna say like, yeah. I mean, that's, you could just go.
Yeah, you could just go ahead.
Probably the only thing that really matters.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Drago.
Rigmeister.
And there's the rapid ingress for Drago's squad, basically coming back to threaten the backfield objective of Sean.
Have we shot the Libby yet? Oh, no, we haven't because it was a
yep, we're at resolving end of
Overwatch.
movement phase here. Yep.
Mhm. Ooh, what a pickle spot for that squad to be in.
Cool.
Yeah, they're pretty much fine. You know, he could split an Inceptor
Shoot
or
here.
2 off.
We'll start
But
with the
the
Calidus.
problem is the Brotherhood
We'll look at
Terminators revive a guy every single command per
shots.
in your command phase. So even if Sean kills 1 or 2, there's 1 coming back.
Twos.
Or
How many
I think
4-ups here?
we're going straight into
Yep, you're in Sean's shooting phase now.
And then,
straight into the Inceptors. Come on, camera.
Looks like it was the Calidus shooting
don't
first.
overcharge.
The Libby has taken 3 damage off
Yeah,
the Calidus
really
gun,
good
being
damage.
anti-infantry 2 plus AP2.
all hit.
Yep.
3s. All wound. 6. Failed 1. Pretty please. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting real gone.
And that is the Terminator librarian.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we got. Do I really want to shoot anything else? And Hellbreak. Yeah, Hellbreak can see the Dread Knight. I'm gonna shoot the Dread Knight with Hellbreak.
Makes sense.
2 shots. 2s. 5 6s are dead. Nothing. Cool.
Okay.
And
Oh, all right. That was
I'll
quick.
shoot
Yep.
Grim at the Dread Knight too.
Without that extra 6-man Inceptor,
Charge.
doesn't have anything going to.
Cool. Nothing. Hazardous. He's fine. And we'll get to charges now.
Okay.
Grim into the Dread Knight. Need a 6. Got a 7.
Yeah.
That is very likely a dead Dread Knight now. Well, actually, with Armor of Contempt, it does have a good chance of surviving.
And exactly what you said, they're going to this game. They're going to swap sides, aren't they?
It pretty much is looking like it looks like Drago's going to try and basically walk back up, take Sean's backfield. It kind of comes down to whether Sean makes this 9-inch charge here with Hellbreak's unit.
Oh, that Grandmaster or that Dread Knight is Oath of Momented. That little gray token is
Yeah, the funny thing is, even though it is Oath of Momented, he does have Grimaldus's native ability for leading is full reels to hit in melee. So the other's actually not doing a whole lot.
well.
I think it was there just in case Sean needed to do it with Hellbrecht's unit, try and just go for the natural 9 with Hellbrecht's unit, because
They're all just
he had to figure out where his Oath was going to be before he knew what Grimaldus's advance was going to be. Because although that unit rerolls, all it could take is, Grimaldus rolls a 1, rerolls it, rolls a 2. He's not going to go for a 10-inch charge on that Dread Knight. So then you can try and have Hellbrecht's unit go for it and just go for the 9-inch charge.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm just gonna move your deployment zone because I don't think it matters anymore.
Mhm.
Bang. There. Hellbrecht into strikes.
Yep.
I got a 4.
You did
I'll
it.
just re-roll it because I want more movement.
You
I got a
have
5. Look
you
at
got
that.
what you wanted.
That's fucking big. Oh, there's a lad back there.
So Hellbrecht
Let's
just
roll
charging
here.
the center unit, deciding not to go for the longer charge on the Dread Knights, trying to just kind of mop up the center and drown it with bodies. Especially now that Drago's unit is committed to the backfield, those Terminators aren't really going to have any charge beyond a 9-inch charge into this unit in the center, and then hopefully Sean's looking to basically reduce Carter down to 2 Dread Knights here. So basically try and stick a 20-man on the center and hope that Carter only has 2 Dread Knights to shoot it.
Honestly, I don't mind the play.
Yep. I think
Although we are sacrificing. Well, no, because
we're effectively, this
we're,
is...
we're
what-
flipping and we're.
what Sean's kind of doing here is he's basically putting his goal is to put
Okay.
one Crusader break on
certified
3
phase,
different
check
objectives and say, you don't have the output to kill all of these.
Kills a guy.
Okay.
I think, though, if Sean had remembered that he needed to bring his Inceptors in, I think he could be in a really good spot if they had shot up the slightly injured Dread Knight. Being at 12 versus 13 is a major difference for Inceptor breakpoints. It's the difference of 4 failed saves versus 5 failed saves. And if Sean, rolled pretty much just odds and put the Oath on the other target, there's a chance he could have 1 less Dread, and then this game would be pretty well in Black Templar's favor, at least very good position for them. But we're going to see what this fight phase into this Dread Knight looks like here. He's pretty stretched out. He's going to have all the good weapons in him, but with Armor Contempt, he's going to be saving on
Inceptors
3s.
dead. They don't come down this turn.
Does this turn 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're catching it right now.
There they go.
Yeah. You mind if I put him down here?
Again, chat. We don't intervene in these
Do
games,
the
especially since they're supposed to be
That's fine,
so.
that's the plan.
And there's exactly what we were
Okay,
talking about.
there we go,
The 6 Inceptors coming down to shoot the wounded Dread Knight.
We don't intervene in these games because they are supposed to be competitive.
They're just
I mean, I'd be
And
fine with
even though
scoring
every
like
single one of the
that.
games today,
yeah.
even though
everything
every
from
single
Dread Knight.
Okay.
Thank you. I forgot about that. This game has gone so slow where like nothing's happened the whole time.
Yeah.
even though these games today all have been on stream, all of the games throughout the event have not, and so
Better.
sticking with the rules.
I will say amazing sportsmanship on Carter's point, letting Sneed come down with those units and put them and shoot them into that unit. That's something at a competitive place, he could totally just deny it, but he's being a very good sport and allowing Sneed to do this.
Only 4.
Well, we pick these players not only for their skill, but for their sportsmanship.
We die.
And once again, we see 3 damage to a Dread Knight. Let's see if we lose all 6 Inceptors.
Oh my
Nope, we're good.
Only 3.
That gets me.
That's not what he's
Just
hoping.
3 damage. As said,
All right, and then we have
not great wounding Sean's getting, and very good saves Carter's getting. He's
Do you have
getting
any
4 to
AP
5 saves every
buffers there?
time and failing only 1.
No. Okay, then I'll just Armor of Contempt, I guess.
I do have a CP. I can do it, and I am gonna.
You're going to do it? Okay, so then I won't spend it. Because I think...
But
Wrong way. Okay.
Can do it and will do it. Spending a CP for plus 1 AP.
Yep, plus 1 AP.
4s on 3s instead, but I don't think that's enough reason.
It's going to take him a second to roll this out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the
do
restroom. Hang
anything
on.
for him or the
Yeah.
any of the shit that actually does damage to you. There. Yeah, I spent it at the beginning.
I'm like, just going to chuck dice.
Yes. There.
Yep. So it looks like Sean is spending the CP to give his unit +1 AP, and in addition, because he is in the lethal hits vow, it also gives his unit +1 strength, which is going to be massive for that weight of chainsword attacks. All those chainsword attacks will now be strength 5, so they'll wound this dreadnought on 5s instead of wounding it on 6s. And when you're just talking about the sheer volume of chainsword attacks that this Crusader unit has, it will definitely help in bringing this down. Carter is elected to not use Armor Contempt, as it would just reduce the chainswords to AP1, but more importantly, it doesn't reduce the Power Fist, taking him off his invuln anyway.
3s rerolling, 6s are lethal, and it's AP3. And I'm strength 9 now. Did I already roll these? No.
You just threw those.
And
Why are you strength 9 for?
Because the strat gives me +1 AP, +1 strength.
Didn't really help you out, did it?
Yeah, not really. 4.
Invulnerable. I'm invulnerable.
2 damage.
Takes 2 damage off the set of Power Fist in the beginning.
Figured I'd be quick enough.
Reroll for lethals.
It's Grimmy's strength.
7, so 2. Same thing.
I'm not
Take
invulnerable.
4 more damage on the Dread Knight, so he's taking 6 total, so he's down to 7. And then here comes the Chainswords.
3. This guy got a Power Fist.
Yeah, it's a Power Fist
Okay,
guy.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
25 swings.
Yep, 5 guys, 25 Chainsword attack.
God, you thought Orcs was rolling a lot of dice.
Oh, 1 more Power Fist that he missed earlier. And that'll just be 2 more saves on the Dread Knight from it.
1 damage.
6.
Oh no, it was a Servitor book,
Yeah.
apparently. Oh, it was the Power Sword.
4.
Okay. All right. Okay. Down to 6. 25 swings. Definitely capable.
Yep, he's most likely just a fish here for lethal hits, as he's in the vow for it.
Oh, that's right.
And especially since Carter elected not to use Armor of Contempt, he is
We're fishing.
just saving on force.
5 because you're +1 strength.
Well, we're fishing. This is still hit roll.
Oh, okay. So. I think when you hit on 5s, I don't think you fish, but or when you win on 5s, I don't.
Yeah, the math is exactly the same. I remembered that while
You just
I
want
just did
to
that.
take a roll more dice.
Yeah, I just want to keep rolling them, dude.
Nice. That's all.
Ooh, very good wound roll.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, this guy's dead.
Hope so. 6. You want to just roll these?
Sure.
Then we don't have to count.
Chat, I'm rolling the red dice for my damage. Okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, cool. Boom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that would be him.
Remember last edition when they never boomed? They just faded.
That is a very good pickup for
Yeah.
Sean.
That was funny.
That was very important.
Taking that Dread Knight off, and now he's going to be able to consolidate towards that objective. Just means that he's going to be basically, yeah, as we said earlier, they swap sides.
I would expect probably next turn to see a burn going on here.
I think the
Give your
10 man, or the not 10 man, the remnants of the unit that charged the interceptors earlier, I think is burning that side objective.
No. Really?
I think they are.
This one?
I don't know why else they would be exposed on the front side of that objective when he could just choose to hold it from behind. I think Sean is, at least I believe he's burning. If I was him, I'd definitely be burning with that unit, as it would basically make Carter have to either dedicate a bunch of resources to try and kill it, to try and stop the burn. And also, Sean doesn't want to hold that side. He's already basically mobbed up the center, and now he's in Carter's backfield. There's no reason for him to try and hold onto a side objective where he will just get picked apart, as that unit does not have the 5 of Philippine, only has a 6. So it's very unlikely to survive a dedicated granite force.
Send it to you.
All right. Bottom of turn 3 coming up. But first, uppies.
We'll just chill.
Dog.
There's more Crusaders.
I was like, what is that giant base in the middle? I'm like, oh, it's just
My big boy.
The massive lad. You get the bottom of round scoring, which
Pretty nice.
pretty nice in this one.
You get a 5 regardless, so we can put that in.
She gets so shy so fast.
Because unless you pick these 3 up, which I don't think you're gonna do.
It's gonna be the 2 Dread Knights, I think.
2 dreads.
And that's it.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, you don't have to pull a third there.
Nope. He's deciding to leave it on. I think what he's going to try and do is he's going to try and
Hey, hold on.
charge those
You got a signal?
Inceptors with one of those Terminator bricks and just
All right.
crump it,
Beards.
and then have the other one hold that objective
Bring it.
from behind the wall.
Can't do that one.
Can't bring it.
Discarded.
Hang on just a sec.
Behind. Cool.
Kind in what?
Mine's easy. Battle shock on them.
That's the other one.
They're fine. Cool. So you got head behind.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was up behind, and I do not know what the other one was.
Cover assets is
Recover assets. There we go.
a little bit dicier. Well, I guess I can do it with battle line stuff, but
There it is.
Oh, shoot.
Behind enemy lines, recover assets.
I guess.
yeah.
Man, 31-24.
It's like the
Or, excuse me, 21.
great with battle line.
And 4 CP in the bank.
Yeah, 4 CP, and I think he's actually going to be going up to
But
5
I
here.
killed a
He had
Red Knight.
7 going into Sean's turn.
Oh,
He
Red Knight,
overwatched, he
five,
missed, and he
right.
rapided, so he'd be down to
Yeah,
4,
so
and he's going to be up to
we're
5 in
taking-
Sean's.
Not really.
We're taking hits.
It's possible it hasn't updated yet.
Almost dead, but everything else is still booling. Man, if only I
That sucks.
missed. Skill gap.
Yeah.
So it should be a 4 into them.
These interceptors are.
They have to.
Don't knock stalwarts.
Oh, no.
Hellbrook? The
Yeah,
goat?
we have one.
That's a battle line.
Talking about the mission rule here, Stalwarts, which lets you action and our battle line units can action and still shoot, or action still in combat. And this is a matchup where almost everything is battle line. All of Sean's Crusader units are battle line, and all the Terminators
Playing it
and
very
Carter's
game.
armor are battle line.
Oh, that's
It's been very
right.
minimal,
So I think that is why we're seeing all these Terminators step out, as they're all just going to shoot those Inceptors, and very likely I expect to see you recover assets here with one of those units.
mhm.
The only issue with recover assets here is there's
Yeah, I
not a
think
great
lot of
unit
this
to do it
is
in his own
like,
deployment or
who got
in Sean's
That's
deployment. He does have those 2 Interceptors, and I think that's their
Right now you're
plan,
looking better.
is just start to recover assets and see what happens. As that unit has mostly lost most of its value, it's only OC 1 each, which means it's never going to out-OC any of Sean's units. It's mostly just there to be an action monkey, and at this point, Sean's not going to go chase down 2 Interceptors to try and deny 3 points.
That was very helpful.
Partners,
Oh, I have
partners,
a
partners.
They just need to get, like, go like 3 inches to get behind. Chill right there.
Plugging that building to do its best to stay out of line of sight, both for Overwatch, but also the shooting phase in the next. Oh,
They're on 1 CP.
He's thinking about random things, where he wants them exactly. Whether he wants them further away from a threat of a charge from
Yep,
anything in the
that's
center,
right.
or just
Yep.
more exposed
Yeah,
for
no,
potential
he's
shooting.
hiding.
Yeah.
Actually, more to do around.
Yeah. Okay. No, I actually want these guys this way.
There we go. All the way up.
what is happening?
Luckily, those interceptors moving 12 inches, they can kind of just land wherever they want up there.
Boys do it.
And he's just going for maximum distance away from any of Sean's other Crusader bricks.
Just like I said, it's just not really do much.
Makes sense. I'm sure he's counting on this Inceptor squad being dead to Drago
Hey,
Yep.
before the end of this turn.
Yep.
Actual Black Templar
I
lists
can
look like
flank 'em.
Mortarion exclamation point lists,
Over here, I can
and then click on the
get
Black
this one
Templar
where
link.
I could pull it down.
If you're asking for
Still
what
makes
a
more 10
more normal Black Templar list looks like, not a
I guess
Crusader
if we get
spam,
down to the point
it's
where you only have
basically
like,
built
do it
very
as a
similarly
standard
to what you would see
Yeah,
in
fair
most kind of generic Marine lists. Is you're going to have a couple Gladiator Lancers as your anti-tank.
There's like ace
You're going to have
commanders,
some
got
Black
bad.
Intercessors
Yeah.
for cheap trading pieces. You're going to see some Scout Squads. The Scout Squads are
Bro, he's
amazing.
lame.
You may or may not see a Cowdus. Cowdus
Showed
is
up,
kind of a
he's
choice
like,
pick.
I'm engaging.
The big thing you'll see is you'll see Sword Brethren inside of
You think I
Impulsors or Sword brethren inside of a Land Raider Redeemer. There is a spooky thing you can do. The Sword Brethren are basically Marines, but they have 3 wounds each, and when you take the enhancement that Sean has on his Crusader brick, it gives him that 5 up feel no pain. That unit,
He's not good.
with Helbrecht and the
He's not
Castellan,
getting the autos.
mathematically kills any single unit in the game.
No, not anymore. Just D6.
Because crit hits on 5s, lethal and sustained on 5s at +1 strength, +1 AP, +1 strength. I said +1 strength twice, and +1 damage is spooky. So generally, Sword Brethren in transports, and then kind of standard Marine stuff.
All right. Looking like we're wrapping up the movement.
I think
Trying
Carter's
to figure out where the Dread Knights are coming in.
See nothing.
Commissar V, welcome in. Better chosen.
Like drop
Yep.
back over here.
They
And chosen are
definitely
good.
Better chosen. They do not have advanced in charge, but Sword Brethren, when they hit you, you get hit.
That makes you less scary.
The other thing about Sword Brethren that some people don't know is because of the way Sword Brethren's rule is worded, if they hit something like an Avatar of Cain or a Satan from Necrons, they're +1 damage because of the way 40k rules interactions work for division and modifiers is you divide the damage, then you add. So their 1 damage gets divided down to 1, and then it gets added back up to 2. So Sword Brethren are brutal against half damage models.
Otherwise, you wouldn't defend the
I
base.
thought he was gonna fall over.
Where? Oh.
Coming down in the back corner there, that's an interesting choice. I think he's kind of basically telling Sean that, hey, if you want to come chase this dread down in this corner and be my guest, otherwise I just get to exist over here because I think
Yeah, I think we're good with that.
Right
Well, that's not going to have. Does that have any line of sight?
I think he can just barely see.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
just barely see a couple dudes peeking out there. That second Dread Knight, though, I think he is just going full in. I am going to take your backfield. We are swapping sides now.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we expected to see, right?
Yep. And especially with this mission, giving the extra points for burning your opponent's backfield objective as opposed to burning a no man's land objective.
Get good.
The Grey Knights is definitely enticed to just take it and burn that backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Just as Sean is.
I'm just dead orcs.
No, this can go bad too easy.
Yeah, you could just lose a Dread Knight for no reason.
Yeah, I'm looking at okay, I can get you over here, and then you could, like, if you want to do a little D6 thing, but you don't even really need to do that. Like, you probably would, but
Yeah, because it just makes it so I could, like,
make
I
a
rolled
charge
a 6.
without moving.
Yeah, I'm just
But it's just like, okay, if you come this way, then this guy probably gets line of sight on you at that point because you're coming into the building.
Well, just go around.
Yeah, I guess you could just go around. Yeah, because you don't even have to end closer.
Yep. Carter's unsure about that Dread Knight deployment just because if he does shoot them and Sean devout pushes, Sean will just not move the unit because he'll effectively, rather than trying to get a 9 on 2d6, he'll be getting a 9 on 3d6, 1 from the devout push and 2 from the charge.
Put him right there. Put him in the middle.
Can I just go back where they were?
Oh my god. Round and round we go. Oh, he's going back to where he pulled it off of the board.
Yep. The classic
now we're going over here.
As a person that plays Hypercrypt Necrons, this happens all the time of pick up a unit and drop them exactly where they were 3 seconds ago.
Like, wait, I liked that spot. That was cool.
Yeah. And there's this one too. He'll be like,
No, this way. Camera.
Yep.
Wait, did we pick up this one?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
They have been put back down exactly roughly 6 inches from where they were, and actually further away from where they were because
Yeah, I just castled my Dread Knight.
the classic pick up and drop exactly where I was, but further away.
Okay. We're gonna recover assets here, and we're gonna do it with squad here too.
So blue squad here. Okay.
Yeah, the blues.
The blues.
Okay, we're getting into the shooting phase now.
Shoots. Let's shoot the cowardice to death.
Sounds good.
Rigo says, I scourge you.
2 squads here, the Calidus and the Inceptors. Calidus is black and laying down taking a nap, so kind of hard to tell.
Take one.
3
Out of
damage
2.
or 2 damage, yeah.
Why is she taking a nap, by the way?
She's broken off her base.
Good.
Incinerator.
All right.
1. Wounds you.
Fun.
Just trying to shoot that Countess out first because last thing you want to do is charge, and she has fight first, which just means that You want to make sure she doesn't get
Does he still have a good
super lucky and just kill Drago.
Yeah, precision out Drago.
No,
Yep, her weapon is built-in precision. It is 5 attacks at 542. Yeah, 542 lethal hits.
I get so much fours.
But you know what's really good at killing Countesses? Just a lot of bolters.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Only gets a 4-up ever.
Yep.
Headshots.
Don't.
And there she goes.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Yeah, just one hedge.
imagine being a Calidus and having that many Terminators raise up Stormbolters at you and just start firing.
Yeah, the Countesses are those units that they will either, like, you will rock up
Yeah, interceptors.
with a tank and not kill her, and then 2 Marines will kill her.
Big
Strange.
numbers, I guess.
Big gun. You're not shooting anything else, so I'll Armor of Contempt these guys.
Okay, I got 3 hits.
Okay. I believe we are Red Knights over here
Yep,
into the Inceptors.
Yep, AOSing the Inceptors because if he just survives this, he's in a really good way, and it's worth just a 1 CP investment to find out. The Dread Knight's weapons don't do super well into them. The Strength 10 only wounding on 3s, and the Flamer only wounding on 4s.
Cool.
And like we see, that was a Dread Knight and 0 damage.
Grandmaster.
Wow.
Will do it.
The one thing he's going to be careful is there's going to be 2 Librarians to double smite there, which will do some work.
One hit.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, Dread Knight.
Wounded.
Oh my god, only one.
And makes the save again.
Good job, Dread Knights. Incinerator. 3.
Takes a damage.
Damage.
I take it.
2 Dread Knights, 1 damage.
Alright. I'm going to throw you into the warp with
Armor of Contempt is a hell of a drug.
Blue Squad. Goes off.
Right on.
All right, Libby Smite coming in.
Take 3. 2.
Yep, just trying to get further away from that possible charge there.
Did my dice box die?
Or 5.
There it is.
Takes 5.
Ooh, 5 mortals, I'll kill 2 more, so it'll be 3 left. And then pretty much all that's left from the shooting there is just a bunch of bolters and a little bit of soul purge. However, one of those units is doing action, but luckily it's stalwarts, they can
My
still shoot.
foot might make it. Yeah, it's an 8. It's because they're like kicking out.
Just keep shooting them.
Sounds good.
Stormbolters in double tap range.
Where's the incinerator? Is it range?
2.
Incinerate. We'll do the purge soul first. Hit you. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Make all your saves.
Yeah.
2.
I'll make my saves. Fuck my
1
fuck my
AP 1.
pants.
Well, yeah, there. Take a damage. Yep. And a bunch of bolters.
Need anything?
No.
Which one of those is going to be out of range? One wound.
1.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. I'll just take the 8-inch charge with the reroll and kill him off that.
Sounds good. Is that it?
Yes.
Cool.
I think in the same vein, Carter did not remember that the stalwarts rule, because
Okay.
otherwise that other Terminator
gotta
squad
reroll
would have
that
been able to shoot here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You need a 4.
we had it here.
Make it.
Yeah, this Drago's unit into the back interceptors
No,
rolling that
no.
double 1 and having to spend a CP. That would have been
No.
extremely
I
bad,
got you have 7 CP.
Yeah.
as they would have been able to shoot the
Did you already
interceptors, deny the recover assets.
Yes, but I don't think I gave
Did-
myself one for this turn.
Did he use the +3 on Drago?
No, he did
Okay.
not. He only needed a roll of 4, so he was hoping that he didn't. But hey, he rolled double 1s on the first one and then
I
rolled
mean-
into a 6.
Oh, was that a CP reroll then?
That was a CP roll, but when
Oh,
you have
no. You have the 8-inch charge.
The one not
he
recovered.
does. He has an 8-inch charge.
No reroll
Now he's
now.
not having a CP.
Cool.
And there it is, a 3.
So
So those 3 little boys can cause some issues here. It's not. They're not likely to
Oh, you
necessarily.
got to charge him with a Dread Knight. You got to at least try.
Yeah, go for the 9. He did not. He
Oh.
decided to survive.
Okay.
That's 2.
lethal.
So, and 3s.
2.
2. AP4 though.
Oh,
So 3 damages.
dead.
Damn, Carter has some nice Grey Knights.
They're dead.
Holy
Oh, yeah.
cow! Look at these.
Yep. His Grey Knights looked amazing.
Uh,
Sounds good. That's it. So you get recover behind. You get 4 on behind.
Mm-hmm. We're working on recover.
Yep. I don't think I can interact here. This is more interactable because shoot you, maybe charge you. All right. Let's get to schmoovin'.
Oh, I guess this is the point where we could take a secret mission.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna get the min 20.
So if you take a secret mission now, you don't get 5. You don't score any more primary, right?
You don't score any more on turn 5.
Oh, just on 5?
Yeah, just on 5.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
I think.
Yeah, so with the new GDEP fact, you
Maybe.
you
don't
cannot
have
score
to.
primary on turn 5 if you take a secret
Yeah,
mission.
but
However, I don't
you
think
have
that's
to,
going to be much of an issue here.
word on
He only needs
paper.
5 more primary to get his 20.
All right.
I thought you could score the entire time and it was just a cap of 20.
Was how it was previously, but with the newest data slate and FAQ, it has been changed. where you-
Changed. Interesting.
Different
So they
amounts, but-
buffed secret missions
Maybe
then.
they're all just-
No, it is a
They go
nerf
for it.
because it means you cannot score primary on turn 5. You are still capped to 20.
Oh, you're still capped to 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
what it means is armies like Hypercrypt Necrons that very much will just, on a mission where it's just no man's land objectives, will score 0 primary for the first 3 turns, but could pop out and get a unbroken wall and a hold 4 at the last
In
turn.
2 turns.
It definitely hurts them.
Down to half.
But in this scenario,
Probably
he
not
only needs
yet.
5 more primary, so it's not going to impact much because I don't think Sean is going to lift 10 Terminators and 2 Librarians off that side objective.
All of them, the only 2 that work are both just like, okay, I synchro this back that way.
Yep, it's like
Boy,
you
he
pick
is
the
seriously
secret mission
considering
and
this,
it's right
though.
Here now for the whole game, and it's
Yeah.
like, all right. So no.
The secret mission.
There we go. I
Okay.
think that
Look
was the
at the
correct call.
secondaries.
I think basically
don't
he's
have
going
a-
to burn Sean's backfield. That's going to be 10.
Establish, recover.
Cool.
That's bad. I'll CP one.
Which one?
No,
Yeah.
up down. I'll
It's going to
CP
recover.
recover.
And Locust is free.
Yeah,
So,
behind.
behind.
Cool.
There we
we'll score that.
Can I? Is burning an action?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I'd have to.
Establish locus behind enemy lines.
I can't burn on turn 5.
Top of turn 4,
Can't recover.
31-25.
I can't.
Close
charge.
game still.
You could have Grimaldus establish. Yes.
You don't hear it because you're not monitoring it and it doesn't work this way. But here, switch headphones with me real quick.
Within 15, so 14 and 8. I could try
Oh,
for a
it's
9
StarCraft music.
Mm-hmm.
and just bool.
Have you watched my stream? Okay. All right.
That might be cool.
Small thing.
Maybe.
I
It's
could either play this
Locust,
game where
not
I'm like,
Locust.
all right, time to score only points. You didn't
Like that?
secret.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll get
It's like a
my
loci.
primary here. You're gonna burn my back.
today I learned.
turn. So
I'm trying to establish a
eye
bug.
on. I know.
Yeah. It's Warhammer. It could be anything.
Yo, it could have been planting a locust. Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
get-
So over here we see that Sean's secondaries are kind of not what he wants. He's going to get behind enemy lines with that one unit. And I'm going to guess he's going to start burning the backfield, but I was mistaken. He was not burning that side objective with that unit over there.
Yeah, I think he was just talking. He was thinking about it now.
Yeah, I think if he had done that the turn prior, like that unit was never going to get shot. It was not one of the top threats, and Drago's unit was very far away from it being able to potentially do a charge. And if it had burned, I think Sean would be in a decent spot. He'd be a 5 more primary, be 1 less objective Carter could hold. And then, honestly, if Sean then burns Carter's backfield, or more importantly, I think if Sean just then goes to this turn burning the center and then burning the backfield on the last turn, it puts Carter in a weird spot where there's only 2 objectives left. And if Carter burns one, he's not holding it. But now we're going to see what Sean's basically trying to figure out a way to get enough of a primary lead that the Grey Knight bottom of scoring can't make up for.
And Grey Knight's bottom of scoring is always very strong.
Yes, Sean himself plays Grey Knights a lot. So he knows exactly what Grey Knights can do with just the scraps of units or just a couple of random Terminators laying around. But Carter's rocking 2 full Dread Knights, all 3 Terminator units. The Interceptors are still over there. He has assets for days.
I don't think you don't. Is the mission you get victory points for things that are not in your deployment zone or things in no man's land?
No, this is just a hold 1, hold 2. Doesn't matter which ones you are holding.
Okay, all right.
Which is also part of the weakness and why I think Grey Knights is low favorite here is the Black Templars really want to take multiple objectives and have a hold more scenario, but in this mission, there's no advantage to that. It's just a hold 1, hold 2, which you can see Grey Knights is definitely just trying to lean into. He's like, I'm going to hold my 2, I'm going to play safe, and that's all I need to do until the end of the game where I'll jump out and then burn at the end.
I'll put Grimaldus in... Oh, I don't have a CP, so I'm doing absolutely fucking nothing.
You're barely 5, but somehow you've spent like 2 CP every turn. That's
Well, yeah, it's just like I want to move, and I want to AOC.
I've been pretty reasonably
If I go back,
pleased with Sean's
I
CP
go
spending
this
this game.
If I go this way.
Yeah,
I
pretty
can-
much every single CP he's spent
This
is
way, I can
for a
also
direct
go for a nine.
advantage. There's been almost no
it's a-
wasted CP here. It's almost always been, you know, we saw Helbrecht getting the devout push, which let him get into the strikes and threaten it. We saw
So I think I'm going with
Grimaldus being put into lethal hits. That way he has a better chance of killing that dread. And then the +1 strength and +1 AP, which was very necessary as he just killed that dread.
Tim, we're going home. We're going home, man. Look,
So back of his base.
he's coming back.
Oh, he's coming back. Black Templars are upset. There's some psychers behind them. He is trying to go back, and I think that is a correct call where Sean is realizing that he kind of looked at the scores and realized that if Grey Knights just gets to sit where they are, they're going to burn his backfield, they're going to get a primary lead, and they're going to win on secondaries. Because especially that drop of established locus behind enemy lines is going to be 3 points. Sean would have to do an action to get established locus. And he's realizing that he needs to burn the backfield of the Grey Knights as player, which means he cannot establish locus this turn, at least in the back. So he's realizing if he does not go now and try and clean up his own backfield,
He won't get the opportunity to.
yep, he'll never get another chance to because Drago will just back up even further. Looks like he is going to be going towards the center at least to get the established locus, possibly with those Inceptors.
How far do the Inceptors move?
10 inches.
10 inches, okay.
just a big charge, I guess.
I guess so. And we'll advance that squad. Wait, I can't recover with 2 units.
Are we
Uh,
on? I
burn.
don't think we're on.
Yeah.
That's a
Advance.
bad.
6.
No, he's not on, unfortunately. Is Locust within 6 inches of the center?
Within 6, so he should be there because the objective marker is 3 inches and 20 millimeters because GW likes making this game in both inches and millimeters.
Doesn't give me.
And then so he theoretically has about 2.5 inches beyond that, and it looks like he's a little bit pretty much there. So
Within 3 inches of a millimeter token.
yep.
Nice.
Sean advancing the that Crusader brick in the bottom left, just towards the middle, kind of then to act as a threat in case anything comes up. But he's also, I think he's going to be stringing back to the objective. And one thing you can see is he's ringing the objective, which is very important in this matchup, as if the Grey Knights use 3-inch deep strike, they can touch objectives. However, if you ring an objective like that,
guys in the middle or
they cannot be on the objective and be within 3 because those Paladin bricks
within
are
something.
OC
Yeah, that looks good.
17.
Establish a locus,
Jesus.
And we'll get to
Because they're 2 base, you take a banner, which brings you up to OC3 each, and then the character goes from 1 to 2.
You get this. I think you're in it. Okay, you got it.
There we go,
Okay,
9-inch
all right.
charge. The classic.
Simple as that.
This is what we call a Sneed maneuver, where he
That's
goes
exactly what he needs.
Oh, these guys are oath, by the way.
he goes for some just random thing that does not matter at all, or he goes for a random play that is his only sake of winning, and he just does it.
Yeah.
Rather be lucky than skilled.
Good. If you make that charge, I'm not so
Yep.
good.
Yeah, because if this unit dies, I think the game just ends.
Yeah. Well, really, I needed you to not make that charge so I could try to screen you out and force myself.
Yep.
Force
So
it
now
out.
this is basically going to deny Carter the ability to burn this backfield, as
Those guys
while he can get there
doesn't
at the end of turn 5, he's not going to be on that objective in his shooting phase in turn 5, which means that objective is not getting burned, which means Sneed has basically just secured himself a 10-point primary advantage.
Just got to roll like Sneed.
Yeah. I might be able to weather this because he's not
Oh,
going to
man.
buff these guys up at all.
Yeah, not really. They just have crit hits on 5s, 4 rolls to hit lethal. and they're wounding you on
Only. Yeah,
They just have full rerolls to hit, crit hits on 5s, lethals. Just that.
Where's
They were
crit
like-
hit on 5s come from?
Helbrecht. Helbrecht's rule for leading is his unit gets crit hits on 5s,
Damn.
and they get +1 strength. However, Sean also has a Castellan, which is the Black Templar variant of a lieutenant, which gives lethal hits to the unit. So they are lethal hits and crit hits on 5s.
That is wild.
Yep.
Hello, you.
Even more so, if you feel like you really need to take care of a unit, you can pay 1 CP in your command phase and give them sustained hits also. And that's where that full brick of 50, actually it's more 55, it's 75 chainsword attacks of lethal hits, sustained hits on 5s, full rerolls to hit. It's very brutal.
What a lethal combo.
This is mostly going to come down to how well Helbrecht does, as Helbrecht is flat 3 damage. So he just does have the ability to potentially pop off and kill a lot of Terminators. But at the same point, he could also just swing a little low and do nothing. It's going to come down to a lot of 4-ups here. Also Helbrecht's fight phase mortals here. Drago does have a feel no pain to it, but if you can chip a wound or 2, might as well do it.
We'll start with Helbrecht.
All right. What else I can do?
2s, rerolling.
Helbrecht swing first.
Please.
And 3s, yeah. Cool.
All of them.
6 saves. This is just 6 4-ups.
Six
Probably
saves.
at least 3.
AP.
Yeah.
So 2 die.
2 dead Terminators. That's
Sounds good.
fine. And he CPs 1 and still fails it.
Now he really
Alright,
needs
then we
to.
have 2 power fists.
He really wants to clear this Terminator squad for sure in this one activation, just simply because they come back.
Yep. At this point with Helbrecht, him just spiking the saves here, it's pretty unlikely.
Power fists are pretty good.
Oh, but
Good job,
3
Ryan.
failed power fist saves.
Ooh.
Never mind. So that's another guy dead and another one injured.
Now just drowning in
2
chainswords,
ups, yeah,
right?
2 up save chainswords. It's
4
unlikely to get through, but
Oh, did he armor a contempt?
he did.
Oh, okay, all right.
chain swords. We'll do chain swords and then the Castellan.
Oh, he still has the Castellan, actually. That is a viable unit. That's 5 attacks at 622.
3, 4.
So I think he's hoping just to try and drown that one Terminator in 2-ups, maybe get one other off the other guy, and then hope that the last guy fails a 3-up off the axe, and then that would just be Drago left. Here comes just those weight of chainswords. 5 attacks per model, which is a lot of swords through.
Strength 5 because Helbrecht's leading.
Very good wound
All
roll.
right, you're gonna take a whole shit ton of
2-ups.
gaming 2-ups.
Yeah.
Just roll with red dice
Yeah.
because I don't want to count this. I feel like you don't either.
2-ups on red dice.
I appreciate the fact that Carter, every single time he rolls the wrong dice, he's like, I am using
3.
the red dice.
3, that is 1 Terminator down to a...
All right, and then
Oh, no, that was 4. That was both Terminators
Oh,
dead.
no. And now they don't come back.
And now they are not coming back. That is big. Drago is pretty likely to survive here, but one thing Carter might do is he might also just pay a CP to try
Looking
and
for
precision
3.
Helbrecht out.
3 AP2, so down to AP1.
Good there.
Nice.
All right. Drago swings back. We may as well have an epic challenge for
There it is.
And there's exactly it.
top points.
Right on.
Style points.
Yep.
I can appreciate it.
Yep. Also, Helbrecht just being the threat of, like, if Drago just armor contempts, there's a chance he just randomly lives through another activation of this.
Helbrecht is really strong here, too.
Oh,
He's a very important character.
2s.
What's the invuln on Helbrecht?
Just a 4-up. He's 2-up, 4-up with 6 ones, I believe.
I guess we'll just start.
Titan Sword's going to get him. 3 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, did he only...
That is not where you want to
And
start.
then what do you want to put the other ones on?
Oh,
Oh, I need to do mortals too. Hold on. No, cool. Can't change the past.
Right.
Sean also just forgot his Fiona
Go
Pain.
on the Castellan. Those will just go
What
straight
just
through.
happened?
Drago swung in,
Yeah,
and he
and
failed his first 2 saves.
Where was the field?
He
Feel no
just-
pain?
Wait, hold on. I feel no pain.
There,
There it
yes.
is. Okay. I think they can hear us.
Potentially.
Okay. take
Whoop,
2 damage.
takes 2
All right.
damage.
Cool.
Okay.
And then 2 more 4-ups.
Yeah, not really matters, but yeah, 2 or 4 ups for you. All right.
Hellbrecht rolling 4 1s and 2s.
All right, we got him.
And
Okay,
Hellbrecht
Hellbrecht
going
is
down.
dead, though.
Bam.
Doesn't go to the rest of the squad,
That was
though.
Hellbrecht going down exactly, by the
Play
way.
the Warlord.
There we go. Cool.
He took
If
12
my
damage
turn,
and
I'll
took 6
establish
of
a
it.
locus in the middle. They're burning the backfield, and I'll ditch recover whatever I got. Oh, I got behind.
That was an extremely good turn for Sean.
Yeah, that
Not
was-
only
Make a 9-inch charge. I think I still have a good shot at this game.
he burned the
Fuck that
backfield, or he's burning the
Yeah,
backfield
that's fine.
objective,
'cause now
which
you're
means that
getting
he's
five
very
points.
likely to hold that and get 10 points of primary
And I'm
there.
charging here
He
with my
denied the
lord.
ability of Carter to be able to burn his own backfield, and he got a locus, and he got it behind enemy lines. So he's going to jump up probably another, like, if that burn goes off, I think Sean is in a very good position to win this game. It's going to come down to where Carter can use his
With
assets.
pickups, I mean,
try and
everybody over there
pressure
except for the
Sean's
guys
army.
recovering assets are just going to pick up.
Sounds good. So you'll get your recover.
All the guys that aren't recovering assets are going to pick up. Okay.
Yep. So it's going to be the 1 Terminator brick is staying there, the 2 Inceptors are staying there, and then one of the 2 Dreads is picking up. I
Your
don't know
primary is
which
going
one
to
it
be
is.
5.
There's the 2 oh no,
The-
they're
Yeah,
established.
Interceptors, yep.
Side there.
Oh, they're off.
Or recovering, excuse me.
Oh, okay. So he's picking up. So he's leaving the 2 Interceptors in the back. I think
Yep.
that's the right call. Just
Yeah.
no point in picking up 2 guys,
They're gonna
2
need
Stormbolters.
different-
Starting to get a little thin for both armies here, but I definitely
as far
feel
away from you as I
thinner
could.
for the Grey
I don't know
Knights.
if I had a different
Yes,
I don't
mostly
think- yeah, I
Grimaldus's
don't
unit
think so.
now being
Yeah, I need
on
a big
Carter's
number.
backfield
Yeah.
that has a 5-up field no pain and can Armor of Contempt means that unless Carter makes that,
I'm gonna grab
like,
some water
shoots
real
with both Dread Knights and then makes a 9-inch charge, that unit's not dying.
Sneed's moving in tomorrow. Did you know that?
What's up?
Sneed is moving in. Okay, yeah.
No
Yay,
prisoners.
dude.
And step locus.
Established locus and what?
I think I'm just pitching no
You
prisoner.
had 2 syllables. No
prisoners.
prisoners. Okay.
I think ditching is probably
like
the
one
correct
easy
call.
kill, really. Assassination instead. We just kill the character.
That's unfortunate.
That is an unfortunate draw. There is still a character in the squad that Drago's in engagement range with,
Just weather it,
Yep.
right?
but
So
he's
Drago-
going to have to survive an entire activation because almost everybody but like 3 guys is going to get into him. And Sneed would pay CP
Yeah.
for an extra AP.
Doesn't
We're gonna
Drago
keep
have
Drago
a
back in
3-up
triple gold real
invuln?
quick.
No,
Right.
Drago no longer has a 3 of him.
Okay.
He's just 2 up, 4 up now,
Where's my
and then once per game charges. I think the only things with 3 up
Oh,
invulns
there.
left of the game are Archons. No, that's 2 up invuln. 3 up invuln is the Solitaire.
Battle shock on my
All right.
Scepters. I do need them to establish
Is
those.
that bottom unit incoherency?
Yeah, it is. It's just barely
yeah.
stretched out, just to be up in the corner there. He's just there so he can, if
that worth your
he's a
CP?
little bit closer to the,
Yeah.
4 points.
Well, the other
might
thing,
be,
like, you,
you know, a
could
little,
have, like, the
you know,
library
2 inches
on
and
there.
plus a
Yeah.
smidge, but
But I
Yeah,
might
it
need them
looks
to go
good
do
enough.
something else.
as I've always
Fair
said, the models are a representation of what both players agree they are. It is not
So that's gotta
necessarily
pick some other objectives at
exactly
this
where
point.
everything is.
So yeah, I'm just gonna buy it. Heroes. Where did it all go?
No. 7. I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna fall back there.
Yep.
We pulled no prisoners for Sneed yet? Yeah, we have. Okay. First turn.
Probably 5.
Cool.
So it looks like the
Well, cup of water on the playing mat.
Yep.
Love to see it. The respect. So much of it.
it's neoprene.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that it's going to ruin the mat. I'm saying it's on the fucking camera.
If I just recover, because there's no way I'm. Or, no, I scored both.
That's some crisp looking water.
Right next to a card. Now, the card is in a sleeve. Think we could pull Sneed's fingerprints off this from here?
Oh, absolutely.
My turn to get a 9.
Do it.
Sneed is actually brother to one of our other teammates, Evan, and I think some of Evan's bad food and drinking habits have run off on Sneed. Evan is permanently banned from eating food at our local game store
Got him.
for the reason of
No,
nope,
put it
and it's
back.
He's banned from a local game store for eating because he once ate ribs and slathered the entire store in barbecue sauce.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's off.
Aw, water cam.
Return, you're right. It is 2 inches from 2 other models. However, basically, oh, there he goes. He just barely, there he goes. Just
Oh,
misses the
looking
model.
funky.
Basically, you can go from the left side
Glass
and the
of
right side.
water in backfield.
Yeah. Fuck.
Dude, he's got that. This is fucking crazy. Just all has that in on.
Oh, is this a Terminator squad coming down?
Yep, this is one of the Librarian Terminator squads. It is most likely just going to go for a raw dog 9-inch charge to basically try and get on that objective.
Yeah.
Because as it sits, even though he scores bottom of turn primary, if Sean gets the charge into the Terminators, he'll just stand in their way and prevent him from getting onto the objective at bottom 5.
We did eat Helbrecht. He's dead.
He's gone.
That's what Drago does. He eats you.
He didn't pull Drago, did he?
Have you seen
Drago's
the
still there.
Drago ran, that kind of 3 inches
Oh,
up.
he
and
fell
just,
back.
Yep, he just fell back.
Rhinocite? Yeah, the
I
Tyranid drop pod.
I think it's
and
just
they're
so that
filled
Sean
with,
doesn't have a free fight phase into
airplane
him.
shots. If you kill him, he gives you one. Because you can put them inside of each other, which is so dumb.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but now you can put a harpy in one.
Grandmaster and Dread Knight's still alive.
100 points on
Yep.
garbage.
It's lining up a charge onto the backfield unit and a shot onto the midfield unit.
Yep.
There's the other Dread Knight.
Yep.
Injured, but still functional.
Yep, taken 3 damage twice.
3 damage twice and has 3 Inceptors to its name.
Play
Yep.
300 little micro demon conscripts and 30k. You can play full infantry guard.
Yeah, no, it's
I finished moving before all of the other Space Marine players finished moving. No.
This guy's too close to that dude over there.
That better.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't see.
Oh yeah, he's like
Mortarian, I think Tim answered you, but yes, that is correct.
Because then I think
Yeah.
you start.
Anyone
And he,
over
I know,
over here.
I know he explained about the state of the models is not necessarily always 100% correct,
He's
but
half an inch too close.
I do want to make sure that I note that your comment is correct. That is
yes.
the rule.
like this, probably.
And small thing, it's actually updated with 10th edition. It is 6-man units now because G-Dub was smart and decided that 5 minutes you joined by a character should not be bogged
dude, it's
down
like a
by
barrel
worse
roll.
coherency.
You ever played with Demon Steelers? They're horrible to play with.
We should be good here now, I think.
Cool. And then they're all 9.
Yeah.
Cool.
All 9. Was okay. Go shoot.
Shoot.
Establish a locus.
Shooting phase. Oh, Inceptors. Those 2 Inceptors have had their weight in gold. They're now establishing a locus.
They got 3 points. Now they're going to get another 4 points. So they are 7 points so far by just
Incinerator.
2 little dudes surviving a full Crusader brick activation.
Crazy. All right, Incinerator coming in. Camera.
5 up.
It's one of these Dread Knights.
6 up. Kills that guy. And then, how many was it? How many?
6.
6. So that's 1. 5 ups. 6 ups. Kills
I'm gonna guess
another
it's probably
guy.
the one on the right because you could
Yep.
pull out of the way to see the one. So the
I think he's not trying to pull
one.
necessarily out of line of sight.
There's
He's
one
trying to
there, too.
pull away
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Terminator so they have no chance of a charge.
Okay.
but off the point.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
So there's
dude.
one model that is near the center ruin. I don't think it's on the objective because I don't think you can be on the objective without being exposed. But ultimately, Sean's going to get a hold 1, or Sean's hoping that he gets a hold 1, hold 2. Actually, no, he's actually in a position to only get a
3.
hold 1 if this unit dies off this objective.
These are AP2.
Yeah.
Right on.
Covers.
What's
2.
on the center? There's nothing. Yeah, you're right.
So he's just hoping he doesn't make the 9-inch charges into the backfield. Even if that Dread Knight makes the 9-inch charge, he's not taking that objective from him.
More 5 up.
So Sean will get at least 5 at least. But if pulling off this objective will mean he's not going to get a 10. And yeah, there it goes.
Julio.
I'll spend my CP.
He's going to devout push.
Yep.
Devout push. Okay. He's going to move on to the objective, you think?
3.
No, he has to go closer to the closest model. I wonder. Oh, I know what he's doing. So he's going to move one model closer to that Dread Knight. So that Dread Knight will have a 6-inch charge, or a easier charge. But the thing with devout push is only one model has to get closer. Everybody else can go wherever they want, and that is exactly what we're seeing. Is we're seeing them slide over towards that center objective, and this is where Sean is going to get his 10.
Pulled away from the Terminators
Yep.
instead touching the center.
So Terminators have no chance of a charge. That Dread Knight on the right has basically no chance of a charge, and the Dread Knight in the bottom, even though he technically got closer, the way he slid, he's behind the wall now. So I think the charge actually got harder.
No.
Cool. 3. All right.
Ooh, that was a librarian failing.
Yeah,
Guys.
failing a vortex into the interceptors and killing one of his own Terminators.
Oh
in the
my
process.
god.
The ones on hazardous / psychic weapons this game has been especially.
It's been a very cursed game.
Oh yeah, and last game with all the explosions.
Yeah. He's doing it.
He's vortexing.
6. No.
Oh,
Oh,
It's okay. It really doesn't matter too much at this point.
okay.
One mortal.
1. Cool.
Good. This guy shooting those same colors.
That'll be good.
Everybody on full wounds over there, I think.
Yeah.
Big gun. 3.
We'll do 2 5-ups or 2 4 or 6-ups because the AP2 no cover.
Okay.
First one.
Good.
Yep. And second one.
Good.
Dead. And then 1 5-up. Dead.
Good. Cool. Incinerator. 8.
Seven.
Yep.
We can do 6 on 5-ups. Do that. Takes 3. And then I did 6. You handed me 8, so 2 more. Kills 2.
Grandmaster Dread Knight. Killing some models. There will be a battle shock requirement there now.
All right. End of turn. I think I don't have any more charge. I don't think I have any more to charge.
Yeah, I think everyone's waiting.
No charges.
I mean, this guy could go over here, but
Why?
I mean, yeah, he'll just sit there and with combat with you. But
Yep, I think that's a great call. Not going for that 9-inch charge with the Dread Knight just means it's locked up, and there's a chance he just kills the Dread Knight.
Yep.
Yeah. So
This guy's hurt. Alright. That's your turn. You get establish, and you don't assassinate.
yeah, just assassination.
Sounds good. So you get 4 on establish.
Oh no.
You go up a CP.
Sneed has not had assassinate yet.
Sneed drew.
Yep.
No, he's not trying to assassinate.
No, I'll just fucking
Yeah,
leave
just leave
it.
it,
That's
yeah.
gonna ruin everything.
Okay, so he burnt the Grey Knight's objective.
Gonna spend, or I'm gonna see my secondaries first before I want to auto pass.
Yep.
Defend, Cull the Horde. You don't have Cull the Horde. Assassination. Cool.
There it
That's
is.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
He stays oath,
Oh, that's.
and
Oh no.
I'll auto pass.
Yep. He's going to auto pass there, and then he's just going to charge Drago and drown him in chainsword attacks, and then put all those men back on
And
that.
basically,
You
all
scored the
the-
15 as well, so
Yep.
from burning my backfield. Or is it? No, it's 10.
It's
10
10.
from backfield. Yeah.
So I get 10 more.
That is going to put Sean up to 45 primary, and
And then
assassinate and
basically
defend
the
are
whole
very
turn
guaranteed here,
is-
so he's going to be at
Go for the Drago and then
29 secondary.
Yeah. So like these guys will just move 10.
It's going to be a near perfect game.
Sure, he doesn't get within 9 there. He doesn't want to trigger the miss here.
Oh, yeah. Insurance, making sure we kill Drago.
Yep. He's just going to surround the center, as we said, just to make sure that he can't 3-inch deep strike. So it means the only way he's getting on that objective is the charge. He does have the Dread Knight in the bottom, but I think Sean is going to run all those Crusaders out.
Remy's going to go into advance and charge.
Okay.
Yep.
He got a 4, so he's moving 10.
Yeah, he's going to go get that Dread Knight on the...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, he's going to... Oh.
So even with that, it's a 10-inch charge.
Measuring what
That's
that
not
is.
worth it. We'll just go this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Or we can go kill the dragon.
I was going to say, you should go lock that Dread Knight in the corner.
I think...
Not even.
Put baby in a corner.
Yeah, I
So
think...
we'll just go in the middle.
Dread Knights can fall back and charge and advance and charge, right? So,
Yep. I think he's just going to try and put, 20 more bodies on the center objective and just,
that's fair.
tell Carter, you can't kill this. I guess he's going to declare the 10 and see what happens.
I'm going to switch
I
sides.
think overall I would have preferred
just-
them
I'll
going
just
towards the
move
center
over here.
objective.
Oh, well, I
Well,
just
you're
need to
here. You're here anyway.
Yeah, I just need to
that's
get
it.
over here.
Mostly because going towards the center objective or going towards that Dread Knight. The Dread Knight's the only thing right now that can actually get the center objective, which means it's one of the only things that Carter can use to get primary at the end of the
9-inch
game.
charge.
So if Sean does
He didn't
this,
make a 9-inch charge. I think I was in the game, but
Yeah, that
he also
kinda-
has a reroll on it. So it's like a 50-50 basically at that point. So I can't really be too mad about it.
Yeah, especially because I don't need to spend CP on it.
Yeah.
Which I've been starved this whole fucking game for.
Big brick of dudes.
this late in the
charge if I
game,
make
just
it,
seeing
that's
that
neat.
full
If I don't-
brick, it's almost
Okay.
oppressive because it's just he's just chewed at all these assets, and there's still just a big brick that takes so much to kill.
All right.
3 up armor, 2 wound.
Yeah.
Bodies are just with a feel no pain.
First
Even
Drago
a
and
6
then
up feel no
Pilot,
pain is
and then
just,
I'll
I'll
oh
just shoot him
god.
first to
Oh,
see.
sure. Okay, sure. Take time to shoot him.
Yep. Well, 6 Inceptors.
Yeah.
Or
sure.
3 Inceptors, 6 Inceptor shots. Both.
You shoot Drago.
Yep,
Yeah.
just try and kill him with the interceptors.
3's rerolling. 3 or 4. AP 3. They're fine. Cool.
That's good.
I'll charge them.
Going for the charge then. He's got a 9.
You.
You charge, and I'll just pick him up.
Sounds good.
Just pick them up, really.
Drago, I believe, is down to 1 or 2 wounds. He got hurt earlier.
I mean, shit. This is for all the peanuts we're grasping at straws here.
Yeah, I think Carter's just a little like I would honestly make Sean roll that out, but I think Carter's just
Do the charges. so we'll do that.
based off the 9-inch
and-
charges Sean's been getting, just kind of a little maybe mentally checked out.
Yeah, I could see that.
Fail. For reroll.
He's been diced pretty hard this game.
Right, cool.
Yeah,
He's dead. And I'll just pile back on.
Yeah, Grimoire. Wait, where'd the mortals come from?
there wasn't mortals.
Oh, unleash the lines. That's the best fucking.
He just decided that Drago was going to die. Like Carter said, no, you don't need to roll it. It's fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think Carter also I think Drago only survives if he spends a CP to give it armor of contempt, and even then it's kind of a 50.
It gives you the
It's
fall back in charge.
only like
I
maybe
suppose that'll
20 or 30%
Fix
chance he
He
survives.
gives them lethal and
And
fall
I think he
damage.
just wants to have as many CP on
He is
his last
very
turn to be able to do what he wants
So
to.
I got assassinate.
Okay.
And then I have defend. I'll keep it.
That's turn 5.
Why not?
Yeah.
And there we go. So if
If
we
you
looking at
get
the
a 5 on
score
primary,
heading
and what are you
in,
picking up?
Well, I'm scoring at the end of the turn, yeah.
looking,
yeah, you are.
looking into the Grey Knight score, can easily get a hold 1-1-2 just by
you
touching
got-
that bottom right objective. He can easily get a burn. So that'd bring you up to 15 more primary, so 35. So that'd put him up to 52 points. But 52, he is 19 points behind
Chill out.
on secondaries and primaries. So
I'll speak up.
There's just not much you can do. There's so much in the center there.
that Hellbrecht charge broke it because not only did that deny him 10 points and being able to burn Sean's backfield. It denied him 5 points for just holding primary. It set up Sean for the defend stronghold and the assassinate on the following turn.
Stand.
So that charge alone was worth almost 20 points.
You get it refunded for free if you don't have a home field?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's
And then what?
Extend.
No, extend battle line. Yeah.
oh yeah.
I guess I just pitch it for a CP.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Mark. What are your marks?
Oof.
This actually gets annoying. This. Inceptors, I guess. I think you're killing either of the other ones I pick, so.
So 2 Crusaders and Inceptors.
Yeah, the 2 big squads and Inceptors.
Battle shock on them real quick. They're good.
Cool. So.
Marks for death and what? Hang on.
I definitely can't like beat you,
Yeah, I
but
don't
I'll
think
just
you
see how
can
many
do
points I can score anyways.
that. Yeah.
Kind of realizing the point differential is too much to obtain, that he's going to be 19 points behind after getting
So
all the
guys can just go ahead and advance 18.
Then on the objective.
That is the thing about Scorched Earth, is if your opponent just kind of screens you out, it's one of the missions that you just can't score a lot of primary in the last turn. 15 is generally the most you can cap if you're not burning your opponent's backfield.
Mark for death and storm.
Yep.
Bomb in turn 5, 71 to 37.
I guess I could get them. Kill the Inceptors.
Yeah, I think that's the.
Yes, sir. Snack pack.
Yep. This is
Got an
it is me, Snackback. I know your real name, but I will not say it on stream
probably
for the sake of
not.
privacy.
Oh, he's there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody already in chat said that I had a very sultry voice as a co-host. My TB.
Jesus, you have that back at the feast, didn't you?
I had that 2 weeks before. It was a very bad case of bronchitis that I am on the very tail end of. I basically am a little bit congested, but I am.
Antibiotics?
No. I just raw dogged it for 3 weeks.
You're insane.
I am a poor college student.
Yeah.
That is what I am.
Let's get you from there.
Right on.
I mean, drugs are a hell of a drug.
Oh, yeah. The joke is that this is the year I get all the 1800 diseases, as over the summer, via backpacking trip, I caught some waterborne disease that messed me up. Yep, just gonna drop the dread in a place where I can try and shoot the Inceptors, pick up a couple of them as they are marked for death target, and then have a nice charge in the center objective to try and get that storm hostile objective.
Airboat.
Yeah. And good.
9 and 9. All right.
Yeah, this is a mission where I think the use of the strike
Okay,
marines
2.
to grab the center objective on
We'll start with this guy vortexing.
2 was, although you traded out a less important unit.
Big one.
Like 8.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Six
Wait.
up.
8 field of hits.
Yeah.
Eight mortals off of a super
Hang on just a
defensive dude.
Yeah, you can keep
I
talking. I'll
take
be
a
right back.
7. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That the use of the strike marines early to get that area denial play and deny the primary, although a good play just as a basically the lowest cost asset you could use to do it. The issue is Grey Knights really like having that strike squad later in the game, because you see Carters having to dedicate units to stand on side field objectives that could be going somewhere else. Those 5 Terminators are standing up in the top left objective. I know it's only turn 5, but if the strikes had come in, touch the objective from behind, Sneed's never getting there.
Fails.
Then those Terminators can go off and do other things and try for your own Dynast charges or your own pressure in places.
Yeah.
So. I need to load.
Nope.
Fail.
He's dead.
Cool.
Mark.
And that is marked for death with those
Bolt
Inceptors dying.
So. You got 5 unmarked.
Yep.
I'm just gonna give me 3 points on defend because I don't think you can stop me.
All right, I'm gonna go to charges.
Carter's gonna
He's
slam.
charging Grimaldus.
Couple 9-inch charges, dead center here.
Made it.
He's gonna charge them. He needs to charge him first.
Okay. Niner.
Niner.
Got it.
Well, it was a 10 for the
There we go, boys.
for the audience.
Carter's getting his own long charges here, getting the Terminator brick into the center. This will very much likely flip as that center unit has been reduced down to, I think, 6 models.
Oh, I totally forgot to mention I am burning this objective marker.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So that'll give you 15 on primary.
The downfalls of always putting your daughter to bed when mom has to do it. It's
that squad.
a big deal. Okay.
So Carter made a 10-inch charge with the Terminators into these.
No
center boys.
kidding.
And I think he just made he made an
Slide
8.
over there.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how.
Oh, and he got the Inceptors.
He got the Inceptors and the character dread
Even
rolling
if
an
Storm
8,
Hostile,
but the
but-
character dread having +1 to charge off that enhancement means he's in.
No way.
That center unit is gonna get
You
slapped.
break in with.
Wait, is this a game now?
No, unfortunately, the primary differential is too much. It will get
He's gonna
him.
burn.
He's burnt.
Everybody on the
You can only burn 1 objective per
Oh.
turn, and they already marked him the primary.
So the last 5
Yeah, they've already marked him up for his primary. So this is mostly just a feel good, cut down a crap load of Marines, and get 5 points for Storm Hostile.
Hey, I can respect it.
Oh yeah.
Trees.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh my God, look at the mosh pit in the center. What?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
2 Dread Knights and a.
There's the remnants of a brick and a full brick. 74-62. I think no, they have already scored Sneed. Yeah, 74 is his final. 62. Yeah, if it's the 5 on the Storm Hostile. The Storm Hostile is going to be. He'll very likely get it as.
twos and then 2 AP1s.
Yeah.
11 AP2s.
11 AP2s.
Yeah. Good roll.
Yeah, that was pretty
Well,
good. Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta
fine there.
separate it. They're
Yeah.
dead.
As the OC-17 on that
Got
Okay.
Terminator brick is very likely just to out-OC anything Sean puts on the objective. So it will be a Storm Hostile. So 74-62, I think, will very likely be the final here.
Bag.
But here's the thing that a lot of newer players and people that aren't super familiar with Warhammer, intricacies of like, if we already know what very likely the final score is or who's going to win, what's the point in playing this out? But the point in playing this out is, imagine if this was a 5-point game, a 2-point game, a 1-point game.
He'll fight.
Cool.
Taking every single one of these turns and maximizing your points in every single step will help you when you get to those 3-point games where you need to get it. Need just to kill that last one unit to hold that last one
Servitor,
objective.
4 up. Thighs. And I think I still have all of them.
The servitors have a 4 up.
The servitors are the most
And then one
scam
more.
thing where you will shoot a multi-melta at these guys and they will just put it on a servitor and make a 4-up on you.
Oh,
How many server guys do you get in there?
3.
3.
3.
You generally always want to keep one alive though, because Grimaldus' ability keys off. He has to still have a servitor model left alive in the
That's
unit.
it. So I get to pile in and fight now.
The tide is moving 3 inches,
You
right?
have the 3-inch pile-in on the unit stretched out 15 inches.
All right, hang on just a sec.
There. There. This is bottom of 5. We're gonna chop.
I have to say, this game did whip by for the amount of bodies that are on there.
Oh yeah, as I said, it was when I say it was a slow game.
2
It,
power fists and
not
2
a lot
chain swords
happening,
into
which
him.
means the game actually goes very
And then just a
fast.
bunch of other stuff going to the other guys.
Yeah.
Just armor contempt on the Terminators.
Sounds good.
We saw that alone in Sean's Inceptors, thinking it was still turn 2 when he was dropping it, when he decided not to bring up his Inceptors,
2.
when in reality it was turn
2
3.
your Dread Knight.
Good.
Cool. No,
There's
they
a
weren't. They
cat
were
here
fun.
too.
Yeah, they were fun. Yeah, they were like the best army. 2. Maybe 1. Into the Dread.
Good.
Cool. And then we just have Grim and I think Grimaldus and 5 swords. Grimaldus. Threes. 2. AP2.
I'm gonna regret this.
Cool. And then
I instantly regret it. It just crashed my.
20. 25.
Kill the stream.
Oh, what a bum.
Oh my god.
Plugging in a single USB just killed everything.
You did.
After this morning, you should have known.
No, it's
2. Oh, wait, no. I wouldn't go 5.
Yeah.
3.
mouse, please. There. It's because there.
There we go.
There's that. Okay.
Put a 1.
And then dice box.
And then I'll just console.
I think Sean here is just trying to see how many bodies he can fit on it. If there's a possibility he out OCs all these Terminators.
Oh, mouse. Oh god.
That's all I can fit on the objective. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20,
Oh.
and then 1, 2. 22 OC.
22 OC. So you got me on that. I got 19, I think.
Ooh, and that will deny the Storm Hostile. So not only
17. I have 21.
Okay, so I hold you. You don't get Storm Hostile.
Yeah.
ooh, that
So
is
the game ends
even rougher. So it'll be 74,
57
57.
74.
Cool.
Good game, man.
Good game.
That's a rough one always. Just
Yeah,
man.
it's just like
that was
that was
sealed the game.
unfortunate.
Dude, how is this
I still
possible?
don't know if I would have won in that instance, but I mean, I guess it probably means you don't get assassinate when you draw that up.
Yeah, it just depends where.
It depends on what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to say really what would have happened if you didn't make that charge.
Yep.
Because I basically,
I mean,
yeah, you can't even tie down.
They're
Greg.
seeing it
Fuck
at
this
least.
fallback
It's just,
charge and whatnot. So
we have no control over it. Oh, I saw it move. It moved it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily played this wrong. I'm trying to think about like
Oh my god, it's doing it again.
did that
Why'd you do it?
wasn't great.
Because I want the
Tried to be more
freaking
aggressive.
dice trade.
don't need the dice tray. They're
The
done.
other thing is like, I think if you go for or the bricks, I think you just put your whole army into it.
Yeah, but that was hard because you were playing line of sight games, and it's like the only time I maybe could have done that was into Grimaldus's brick, but that also leaves me in a pretty vulnerable spot because he's got,
It's just the hard thing where like I'm gonna stand in the middle and you want to hold these, and I'm gonna just try and stop.
Oh,
yeah. So like with the mission, I was kind of like, okay, well, you just kind of score 10 every turn. That's pretty easy to do, and then you can't like get super far ahead on primary, and then I can try to like just push for the win at the end of the game, and hopefully maybe I'm doing better than you on secondary or at least on par.
Yeah,
So I also don't think I had amazing secondary draws.
I think like yours were
well,
pretty bad.
players are
I got
chatting it out.
quite a bit of action ones, which I hate playing.
Can't go to the score screen for the final.
Yeah.
because I got like cleanse.
Yeah, I was
I
trying to
got
take you down on like your play units. So like I went
I
after
think that
the
was good.
Yeah, like I went after the scouts early, and then I kind of whiffed there, but they also didn't really end up doing much anyways. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
they
matter.
got charged and died, and that was their entire. Yeah, that's all they.
They got charged, ran away, tried to do something, and then they got overwatched and
Yep,
died.
that was basically it.
I'm just like, okay, well, I can like try to like plink down Crusader squads from range with Dread Knights, and then hopefully by the time you get there, if you get there,
So struggle bus.
you know, you're pretty weakened, and it's not that hard at that point to try to get you.
I just think like going for like Terminator rapid ingress charges into them isn't bad.
Yeah, maybe I could have put a
Because
Terminator squad in Deep Strike and gone for rapid ingress and
Yeah,
get like a
'cause,
couple
like-
squads in there.
Then you just charge Armor of Contempt. We're stuck. Like especially with the one that was just chilling over there.
Could have done that, but it just didn't. Like it just the squad didn't really matter.
Yeah, no, that's the point. Is because they're just there. They're just
There, and
too
it's like,
annoying.
you just need to hold 2 objectives to like be scoring consistent.
Yeah.
So
I just think
I don't
this
think
is
it
a
was
rough
wrong for me to
matchup.
play it slow.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Maybe I should have. Yeah, I think I
X
should've
out of
tried to
that.
find some
Screw the dice
thing,
tray.
tried to
Yeah, we
push it
did
more
the
with
dice
like a
tray.
wrapped ingress
Yeah, you just
tactic.
needed to push me like a little bit because basically I just ran that way and ran back into the middle, and that was like the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. There you have it.
I think you need
Congratulations, Sean, for being our victor.
with Terminators because the Terminators are the best thing in the army for this matchup because they're the only thing that actually like can kill me.
Kill you, and they can stand up to you pretty easy as long as Grimaldus isn't in the squad.
Hellbreak, yeah, because
Hellbreak,
Grimaldus
yeah.
doesn't do fucking
Yeah,
shit.
Hellbreak is what I meant to say. Especially if they've already kind of weakened you down, and
Yeah, like you plink it down and then you just kill them.
yeah.
All right, you guys.
I don't know.
That is the score. I'm going to go grab Sean real quick. We're going to do a quick Victor interview, and then we're going to turn down for the night. So
it's like-
stick around. Be right back.
Like you probably kill like 6 on average.
Maybe. I remember I.
Or you can use this one. Just right on the table. There you go. Headphones, and then the furthest left red button. Thank you. Furthest left red button on the mixer. There you go.
Alrighty.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was absolutely fantastic to watch. We've seen you through a whole bunch of these. Sorry, I will switch that. Seen you through a whole bunch of these different games. Watched a lot of them. That list is extremely impressive. How did it feel piloting it?
It's a pain in the ass, honestly. Like moving 20-man units is an absolute pain, and then having different like save characteristics is annoying. But the army is just inherently just way too durable. So that's the big thing that just carries the army through winning these tough matchups like Grey Knights is they just can't DPS check me, and if they get too close, I just kill them.
It definitely felt like a sea of wounds with high armor saves, and everyone we watched play against you just had a difficulty chewing through it. There was one major note is that it did get a serious nerf in the last balanced data slate, and yet you brought it here in a different form, updated, right? And it still performed unbelievably well. I will say you did seem to, in these games, play a little more cagey than you did in your previous games. Your previous games, you definitely had 2 that seemed to just sprint out immediately, and you played cagey with the other 3. You could tell that you were down the 2, but it still seemed really strong. What do you think of the army after the nerf?
I honestly think the army is like fine. Like it plays against some matchups. Like if anyone was playing Tau in here, I just auto lose.
Really?
Yeah, they're too fast and they just can damage check me. The same thing, like if there's a well-run Custodes list, it's just over.
Good to know. Well, there you go. That's how you beat that list, apparently. I will say the Tau is an interesting call out. I haven't seen Tau in a very long time on the table. I don't even know. We were just at Feast of Blaze. I'm not really sure there was many of them there. I think I saw maybe one.
They're Tau players, so they're just like doom and gloom when Cao Yun's not playable, so they just don't play. So it's just people switching over to Rad Cadre who play different armies like Grey Knights or Hyper Crypt.
To be fair, me personally, I have played a lot of Tau. The new Tau in 10th edition, I can't stand. I just can't. I can't play them. The way that they play is just oof. All right, so congratulations. Thank you very much for playing. We're very excited. This is your prize for winning is going to be a D6 digital ticket.
Ooh.
I don't know if I've talked to you about what that is, but basically what that is D6 Tabletop in the future will be holding GTs, RTTs, house hammers, painting events, and of course these, although The D6 Tabletop League is a invitational earned, not necessarily given, and there is no charge for entering in, so you can't use a black ticket on that. Any of the other ones you can, and what that is basically free admission, but it does not bar you from winning prizes at the event.
Okay.
Right? So there you go.
Right on.
So you will be our second victor of the D6 black ticket. Currently, they are digital. When I do get physical copies, I'll send one your way. It'll have a little signature on it and the reason why you won it and blah, blah, blah. But until then, I'll record it digitally. Last comments. What do you think of the event?
The event was great. I think my pairing path was phenomenal for at least today. If I played into Tim's GSC, I think I just auto lose. And the same thing is if I played into that CSM player that was playing in the last thing, I can't win that.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah, no, the event was great. A lot of good people in here. And yeah.
Well, we're absolutely happy to have you, and we'll look forward to you guys, to you in about 6 months. Date to be determined, but it will be about 6 months out. Being that this one did so well, we will absolutely be doing another one. So
perfect.
we'll see if you can keep the title going. All right.
Keep the belt.
There you go. All right. Hey, thank you so much. I'll catch up with you guys in a few. All right.
Perfect.
All right. Have a good night. All right, chat. Thank you. So there it is. Congratulations to Sean. Absolutely epic showing from. Oh, I unplugged the mic. There we go. Absolutely epic showing from all the players today. Sean walking home with the victory and the prize. And a big shout out to you guys in chat who stuck around, hung out. As you heard me telling Sean there, we will be doing. Excuse me. We will be doing another one of these in about 6 months, being that the first one was so enjoyable to do. You guys are really awesome. I appreciate you going through this entire event with us, chatting, hanging out, having a good time. And so for now, this is D6 Tabletop for the D6 Tabletop League Season 1 Fall, signing off. You guys have a great rest of your night. See you next time.